Okay, I heard from the producer to stop. Hello, everybody. That was your 15 seconds of eye contact for today, if you haven't had any of that. So there you go. And I'll continue to look into the camera. Unfortunately, my mouth will continue to move and make sounds, but hopefully that reinvigorated you. Unlike it did for Thomas. He did say stop it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dragon of Icespire Peak. Look at these wonderful people on your screen. Look, wow, they're so wonderful. They're up, they're down, they're everywhere around. Yes, so before we begin the game, we got a few announcements to make. First of all, we're going to do things in a little different order. First, we have the Nord Games. Nord Games, they provide you all their supplementary material for your D&D adventures. They got books, they got decks, and now that their Kickstarter is unfortunately over, they're going to be providing miniatures very, very soon based off their Ultimate Bestiary book. So, yes, I'm pretty sure the way Kickstarter works is like they may have some packages like you can still buy, like still support it, but like their fundraising is done and over. But Kickstarter is over for now, but keep Kickstarter in mind as we move over to the Birds of Paradise. Birds of Paradise, they provide all your beautiful bird-themed, colorful dice.
James.
No.
How about we get the person who actually knows about Birds of Paradise?
Yes, someone who actually knows about Birds of Paradise. Andrea, welcome.
Pew, 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 pew.
There we go. Andrea, welcome.
Thank you.
As I mentioned, folks, Kickstarter, because Birds of Paradise is having their Kickstarter. Andrea, if there's anything you would like to say about your Kickstarter.
Yeah, so we started the Kickstarter on Thursday, and we are already 47% funded, and we still have a bunch of time to go. So if you guys are interested, jump on over to the Kickstarter. Quests and Chaos has their own special link for it. And also, don't forget, you guys also on the website get Chaotic 15% off.
15% off, folks.
The nice thing about the Kickstarter too is that we have a couple of add-ons that are coming along. We have the Paradise Dice Hammock. So if you want to relax your dice so they stop rolling bad for you.
Yes.
Nice.
I also have a friend with M2A Studios who's working on a egg-shaped dice box that has a nest design around the outside. So that'll be able to hold your dice sets.
Amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent.
Come on.
Thank you so much.
Have some fun. Roll those.
Roll those dice, folks. And if you get some Birds of Paradise, roll those Birds of Paradise. Thank you so much, Andrea, as the hand descends and away.
Away she goes.
Off into the ether to create.
Crawling up the back. That was so cute.
Thankfully, below camera, we can just imagine.
I know, I'm sorry.
Yes. Birds of Paradise. That is the two sponsors we have, Nord Games and Birds of Paradise. Don't have much in terms of Quest and Chaos news, except, folks, Chaos Agents and Great Dane Society, apparently they're in the single digits of how many episodes are left. Of course, this is Quest and Chaos, so when we say 8 episodes, it may be 24. So
Yeah.
who knows indeed, but they are both in their final stretches and their final arcs, so check in on Tuesdays for Chaos Agents and Saturdays for Great Dane Society, fighting fantasy monsters and fighting eldritch horrors. We got it all for you here. And they're ending soon. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. Anyway, I believe that is it in terms of announcements, unless Thomas wants to yell at me again. No. Okay, so we're gonna go straight on into the bits. You guys have 4 from last week. Pretty sure. I don't know how many you used, but 4 from last week. In addition, the Hefner will be giving you 500 bits. So another inspiration to make your 5, 1 for each of you if you would like. And also because the Hefner likes to keep things very, very balanced. 500 to me. Thank you so much, sir. It will probably not be used against them. Who knows? I can't say for certain. but I like giving them a full sense of security. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh! And because I keep them on the razor edge, Slidey Tove gives 1,000 bits to the players. Ensure that I don't screw them over. And in the meantime, Duke Fleeg, 500 bits to the players. Thank you, Your Grace. Yes. Okay. I believe that is all the bit. Oh, no.
Just coming on in, man.
They are coming in. Time Lady with a Wand gives 500 bits to the players.
Ooh, thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow.
IPA_lot just rated. Welcome. We're just about to start. Most excellent, dudes.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing, because we're just about to hop into the recap unless there is more donations. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eye contact, eye contact, eye contact. Nope. Okay, excellent. Anyway, folks, last time on Dragon of Icespire Peak, who would like to start off? Darjan.
Yes. Well, there we were, having a great sip of whatever the heck we wanted to drink that night. And when the rain was pouring down, then there were those reavers. And they were trying to pick a fight with us, and they tried to pick a fight with our buddy Inqua for his horns. But no, we're not going to deal with that crap. Inqua went outside to calm down, but they kept on bugging us. But Isolde took our flag, and she went to take on Silene for a round of drinks. So we outside in the pouring rain, and they had this epic fight. But Isolde got hit in the chest and fell. So we helped Isolde up, and I cleaned them all off. You know, everybody was all nice and comfy, but it was time to go to bed and deal with those people in the morning. So that's what I did. I went to bed.
And
Inqua, you were the target there. How do you feel about last session?
I'm okay now, but I feel like dealing with those, what was it, Silene, whatever, the coxcomb. Anyway, she was just annoying as balls. So I'm very thankful to Isolde for hello.
hello.
Perfect. So I'm very thankful to Isolde for coming up and stepping up, because I would have killed her had I had to fight alongside and against her. But yes, thank you, Darjan, as well, for cleaning us up, and for the kindness to Tim and Darjan for allowing me to spend the night in their room on the bed or on the floor. It was quite lovely. And that's how our night went. But I remember like stirring in the middle of the night, and I thought I heard footsteps, 2 sets of footsteps leaving Isolde and Winley's room, but I wasn't quite sure. ... ellipses. ...
ellipses. Well, I think
Oh,
that's my, I think that's my hook to pick it up from there. Yes, there isn't much to be said about the fight that hasn't been said. I don't like bullies, and sometimes you just have to prove a point, even if that point is your face being smooshed across the mud. So it goes. But far more interesting to me that night I was awoken by a tugging in my chest, a compulsion perhaps to get up and follow a call into the woods. And I found out later that Winley woke up and followed me, but I was called out of Fandolin a fair distance to a Fey Grove where my goddess LaRue was waiting and called me to take my oath as a paladin. And it was special. It was lovely. And she reminded me that the point of following LaRue is for the joy of the quest and to remember to laugh a little bit more, which is something that I periodically forget. So it was a good night, and I'm pleased.
Yes, and while you were not aware of it, there was another witness to this oath, wasn't there?
That was me. Oh, hear myself a little echoey there. Yeah, I saw Izzy get up, and I thought maybe she was just going in the bathroom, but then she kept going, and she went outside, and I raced after her, and it felt like we were walking for ages, and then finally we were in this grove with this beautiful pond and this beautiful woman. And did you know LaRue is not a unicorn? She's just the queen of the unicorns. I didn't know this whole time, but she was so beautiful. And I saw the ceremony, and it didn't seem like anyone could see me at first, but I just watched the whole thing. And then afterwards, LaRue spoke to me, and she told me that I don't actually need to call on her so much, and that the power to heal is just, within me. And yeah, it was really beautiful. And I feel more confident I can help my party.
Excellent. And as those two awoke, as did the other three, they made their way downstairs of the Stonehill Inn, began to have their another breakfast, another morning with one another, with Isolt showing off her new pommel on her sword, which is of a unicorn head.
With apparently only I can see the pink sapphires because a goddess enjoys her jokes.
Yep. Yes, indeed, she does. And as they're eating their breakfast, the very heavy rains from the evening seemingly abated in this, I would say around 8 in the morning. The day is yours to do as you wish. Some of them wish to head out. Some of them wish to finish a few more tasks before ending their time in Fandolin. And that is where we head to.
When the have business with Halia, so I imagine after we finish breakfast, we'll go over and have a chat with her.
I'll see if Dahlia's up to give her the crossbow lessons.
Okay. Anything else people are interested in doing before we just hop into those?
I definitely, Tim, do you announce your plans for the day?
Oh yeah, I was telling everyone.
Okay, when I hear Dahlia, I remember our little moment. I'll be like, I'd like to check in on Dahlia as well, but unless Isolt and Winley need an accompaniment to where you're heading.
Oh, we should be all right. It's only over to Halia's. If we need an escort over there, then something's very wrong in Fandolin.
I'm sorry about that. Yes,
Oh,
I should have known. I should have known.
I appreciate your generosity.
No. Well.
And since Tim is giving some lessons, I'm going to go accompany and I'll just watch. Maybe a song or two will come out.
Okay, cool.
Inkwood, do you have anything of some value that you might be willing to part with?
He kind of has a moment of like, wait, does he know what I gave to Dahlia already? But what do you mean?
Ideally,
like
something that could be burnt.
Burnt? I have some torches. Is that what you?
No, it would have to be of some value to you.
Something that can be burnt of value to me.
You don't worry about it, but
I do. I mean, I do have it. Oh, Dorjan.
I just said Tim.
It was just. Can I insight that? Like what that meant? Or did that not mean anything specific?
Or you could just ask.
Whoa. No, I want to be very stealthy about this. Darjan, what's going on? Why?
No, I'm trying to figure out.
Argent might know. Let me put it in the.
Oh, the secret chat.
The super secret chat.
I mean, if you want to roll an insight, you
that's
can.
sorry. I'm trying to get the eye movement going and stuff. Yeah.
I just put it on the open for you to see that.
Yeah, but no, I'm just trying to make eye contact. Okay, all right. I know where he's going.
Winley might have seen me do this after the dragon attacked. I don't know if she'd remember, though.
Oh, I don't pay attention all that much, but I'm getting better at it.
Well, I mean, I do have this like gems, but I don't know if that's not burnable.
No.
Sorry, Tim. I don't really have it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Piece of clothing would work. Yes.
Oh. Would one of Bessie's braids work?
Oh yes.
No.
Yes,
I know.
work. Oh no, that would work.
Oh, and then Inkwell will run out very quickly to the to the stable, and
as you head over there, Bessie is just hanging out with still there. The 4 larger black horses. They're all kind of hanging out.
Oh, they're still there?
Yeah. The horses are still there.
Oh, I thought they left. But, okay. Okay, yeah, I'll go cut one of the smallest braids for Bessie off, give her a gentle pat on the hind quarters. Oh, Bessie, don't worry, girl, I'll be back for you. And give her a sugar cube out of my pouch. He should have just burned the sugar and then walk back into to Tim.
While he's out, I want to ask Tim what because I'm much more direct than pretty much everyone else here. It seems. Just is there any particular reason why you need something
to make an offering to Bashaba, so that misfortune won't be visited upon Inqua?
Oh, fair enough. Would I know who Bashaba is?
Yeah. Bashaba, she is, along with Timora, they're both basically goddesses of luck, where Timora is good luck and Bashaba is bad luck. And making an offering to Bashaba is more of to keep the bad luck away as opposed to inviting it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll come back in whenever the moment is over. And here you go, Tim.
And if there's a candle or something at the table or anything nearby, I'll go to the hearth if I need to, but I'll go over and I will.
There's plenty of fire sources, some on the walls. There's the hearth is because it's not the super early morning. It's kind of getting on the lower side, but
as long as there's fire,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'll pray to Bashaba to keep misfortune away from Inqua with this offering from him on his behalf.
Mm-hmm. And as you set it aflame, and do you throw it into the hearth?
No, I hold it into the flame.
Okay. And as it slowly creeps up, you start to get that slight scent of burnt hair coming up, and then there's just like a tint of floral from one of the flowers that catch before it burns away in your hand.
Yeah, well, I'll drop it once it gets up to my hand.
Yeah, and it continues to burn in this place.
And I hear this. I'm hearing the prayer, or no? Is this something you're doing silently? I don't know anything about this ritual.
Oh no, I'll say it out loud.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not going to be like shouting it to the cabin or anything, but anyone nearby, it won't be hard to tell what I'm doing.
Okay. As he's doing it, I'll lean over to Isolde because do you know what he's doing? I mean, it seems.
Yes, he is making an offering to keep bad luck away from you, essentially.
Oh, that's what a guy! And in the middle, as he's praying, he'll go up and slap him on the back and be like, "Tim, thank you so much for that. That's such a nice thing to do for me, especially since this week I've been having, man. Oh,
Yeah. Well, that's why you have to do this from time to time.
Yes, yes. I know about the giving of hair and such. Yes.
So, yes. So the offering has been made. And you 5 eventually start to disseminate out into the town to go about your business. As Tim specifically, as you walk out, make me a perception check.
Oh, bugger. I think I don't have anything in this. No, I do have something in this. I just am really bad at it. I just fail it all the time. Okay.
Come on, Tim.
There we
you
go.
Damn.
See, now that's the Tim I know.
So as you exit the inn and you're kind of in that main, I guess, square of Fandolin, you look over to where the shooting gallery was, and you see a small little shrine. Now, the first time you made your prayer was made in the midst after battle, so probably wasn't on your radar, but as you look across, you see a very familiar symbol of Timora across the way.
Who's Timora? Wait, that was for the festival.
She was.
No, that was Shanti. Timora is the good luck god.
Good luck. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I make my own luck.
Yeah, and as you see that and you say that,
on Han Solo.
got our own Han Solo. Hell yeah. You 3 head to go look for Dahlia. Yeah?
Yep, over by, I assume they probably live near the smith, and I'm assuming that they get up early in the morning, so I'll head over there.
As we're walking away, I'll just call out, oh, really quick, should we, Isol, Winley, maybe meet back for lunch here?
Sure, that sounds lovely.
Well, after I'm done training Assault, weren't you going to stop by and teach her some
dagger work,
/
yes.
knife play?
Oh, then we'll see you over at wherever we find her. Sending stone. Maybe we should grab one of the ones from you so we can.
That's a good idea, and I'll pull one of them out of my belt pouch and toss it in my hand. Who wants it?
Oh yeah, Darjan, you go for it.
And I'll toss it over to Darjan.
Better with words.
And you 3 head off to find Dahlia, and the other 2 head off to Halia. So as you 3 make your way over to the smithy area, the Lionheart Coster, there's already some bellow work going on in the chimney. You can see smoke rising from the top. Excuse me. Getting a bit of in the throat. You see a bit of smoke rising in from the top, and you see on the front step, Celia, the older of the 2 women that you saw, with Dahlia, just sitting around, and you see Dahlia Inkwell with a very familiar stick in her hand, and the sound is atrocious. It's just like, and Celia just like smiling and nodding. She's like, oh, I have a little musician on their hands. Oh, hello, everybody. Dahlia stops and like waves at you 3.
Are you
hi.
ready?
Ready for? Wait,
Your lessons?
I thought the big lady was gonna teach me the pokey pokey.
Well, that's going to be later.
Oh, are you gonna teach me how to play? Whee!
Oh, I can do that in a little bit, but first, Tim needs your attention.
The hand crossbow from yesterday.
Oh, yeah. And you see her like get up off the step and just run inside, closes the door, and you hear a bit of like a and then the door opens and Dahlia comes out with her hand crossbow that in her hands looks like a regular sized crossbow. Kind of holds it a little unwieldy, and she's got bright eyes ready to smile.
So is there somewhere nearby to practice? They must be practicing. Do you think there's a target that we can steal, borrow?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we have trees, and like she points over a little bit away from the
Okay.
area. There's some trees off to the side that kind of surround town of Fandolin.
Yeah, we're not really looking for a target so much right now. It's just something to point it at so that when you go through the motions, you're not losing your bolts.
Yeah. And
Okay.
she was holding three small bolts.
Tim, are you sure it's a good idea
too.
Are you sure it's a good idea to Dolly, I'm sorry, sweetie. Remind me how old you are.
6.
Oh yeah, perfect. She's not putting them in her mouth. She's firing them. Here, come along.
Am I supposed to put it in my mouth?
No, you're not, and you're doing great at it.
Okay, yeah.
While Tim's talking, I'll be like, Dorjan, I really do you look, I gave her a whistle stick, and then I'll relay the whole story of what I said to her earlier, and he's like, I mean, she's 6. I'm not sure how old Tim was when he started, battle, whatever, but
I think this will be good for her to get a little bit of out, and then I'll teach her more on this.
Okay, you read my mind. That's fine. All right, let's and then go back to the conversation with Tim and watch him putting arrows in his mouth, saying what not to do or whatever he was doing with.
So eventually, Dahlia leading the way takes you guys over to some trees off to the side.
All right, yeah. It's going to be pretty basic stuff. It is how you load, and then like we're not going to be necessarily point blank, but we're going to be right up against the tree. It is like how you put it in, how you pull it back, leveling it, and click.
Okay. Yeah, I think I can do that.
Step by step.
And make me a persuasion check just to see how well you teach and how well you can maintain her attention.
Oh no, that's an intimidation check.
Oh.
You're gonna intimidate her?
Intimidate a little 6-year-old. I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what works.
I love it.
This isn't a toy. This is serious. I'm not trying to be like, oh, do that. It's like, oh no, you could hurt yourself. Do it this way. Don't play around. If you're serious and you're worried about a dragon attacking, you're doing this right.
If I hear Tim getting a little bit too, very Tim at her,
I'm just very casual.
I will go and say, don't worry. This guy knows what he's doing. Just, it'll be fine.
He does know what he's doing.
What was it? Oh, I missed it. Oh, come on, intimidating a little girl.
What? It's the constructive intimidation.
No, I love it. It's great.
Oh, okay.
I was just doing this because you got the 20.
Let me do you a card first. So for folks who are here with us the first time, we use Nordgame luck decks. If they roll a natural 20, they get a card that's advantageous to them. If they roll a natural 1, they give a card I get a card that's I can use that would be disadvantageous to them. There you go. There's your card. What's your card say?
All right. If it wants to expand, it is loading. Plus 1d10 after making a saving throw.
After a saving throw.
Yeah,
nice.
Okay.
Excellent. Yes. Oh, and something I forgot at the top of the thing. If you hear sounds or music, by the way, folks, it is provided by Sirenscape because we have to do that and because we love their service. And they provide super cool music for all of us. And I forgot to do that. But now we put it in now. As long as we say it. It's good. Yes. So in combination, playing good cop, bad cop, Darjan and Tim, she's attentive. She is focused. She is ready. Every step of the way, like if she put in the bolt backwards at the beginning, you were like, no, and you guide her through it with relative ease. She is, at the moment, a very great student. And at this point, she is fully loaded. She has drawn it back, and she is now aimed and ready to shoot.
Okay. Don't worry about things being perfect. You're just going through the motions and getting a hang for it. There's no pressure with any of this.
All right. And she has should I aim for something?
The tree
Tree, okay.
that we are like 3 feet away from.
Mm-hmm. And she like scans the tree and like she sees a little a knot in the tree and she points the crossbow at it and she fires and it just goes tunk straight into the knot.
You didn't need any training. You were messing with me.
Wow.
I've done this before.
This is the first time I've ever shot one and that was really cool.
It might be better than me.
Wow, nicely done. Is that a good stopping place, and we can go to the next
this is
tutorial?
All about, this is repetition. This is getting in the habit of doing this. So when there's action happening, it can be done reflexively. We're drilling.
All right, a few more. But then I'd love to be able to play with the flute with you.
Oh, flute. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Now, in this world, you need to do what you're good at, and you're good at this.
Okay.
Well, so let's see how many more, that she hits. It was her first time, beginner's luck. But sweetie, I think you should do it again. Let's see. Here. Does Darjan? Do you have your crossbow with you? Your hand crossbow? Okay. Maybe Darjan and I can also do some target practice with you. To.
Oh, we're not doing target practice. No, this is drilling for loading the crossbow, loading and firing.
It's okay, Inqua. We'll give him a few more, and then I'll get him out. Okay.
All right. I mean, I'd like to practice though. While Tim is doing this with her, he'll also be with her at the same tree.
So you go through the motions of firing off arrows. Most of them hitting their mark pretty well. Some of them a little off, and you adjust accordingly. Dahlia. She shoots a few more, and damn, girl's an ace. There's a couple that miss. Whenever you can see where she's aiming for very obvious targets, but more often than not, she's been hitting. Even if it is 3, 5, at most 7 feet away.
Winley might feel bad about herself if she was there.
Awesome.
Yeah, and this goes on for about, I would say 30 minutes before you can start seeing that her mind is starting to wander.
Yep, time for break. You've earned it.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
let's go get something to let's get some water. Let's get some water to drink.
Oh, okay, yeah. And
wet your whistle.
Okay, and she gingerly puts down the crossbow before running off to the town towards the well within the center of town.
All right, we got to pick this up and go after her.
Yeah, I'll follow you, Darjan.
I'm
Tim,
going after her.
I gotta hand it to you. You know how to teach 6-year-old little girls how to shoot a hand crossbow. You can't. Gotta hand it to you, man.
Sorry, I'm looking at my audio to see if that fixes.
No, that's fine.
So I'm running with her to the well so we could get some water to drink, and I'm asking her how she's feeling, how she's doing.
And yeah, you get there, and already she's trying to make an insight check real quick, Darjan, with her.
All right, just 1 second. Okay. Oof. Me with kids.
Yeah, just being a kid, and you see her trying to pull the bucket, and she's like she's having a little trouble with it, her size compared to the bucket.
Okay. Can I assist?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And like she offers a bit of the rope, but she still holds on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we're gonna work together. I'm used to working with Tim.
And then you guys pull it up, and the bucket's there resting on the side, drinking some of the water, and she's just kind of, whew.
Wow. Did you enjoy that? Was that fun?
Yeah, that was really fun. And Mr. Tim, he's a really good teacher. I mean, he can be a bit scary at times, but he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I like him.
Good. Yes. No, being scary is sometimes a good thing, and you'll find that out later. But right now, being happy is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Good. I'm glad. I know it's not been easy for you, but let's go play. Let's go play that whistle, shall we?
And like she didn't even like put it somewhere else. It's in her back pocket, and she's ready.
Oh man, I should have brought mine out. Well, let's try.
All right.
So I've talked to her about putting all of her fingers on, and don't blow too hard. The whistle works with you. Just. All right, a little bit more. Can you hear it?
Whoa!
Yeah. See? And then to change the tone, all you have to do is move your fingers slowly, one by one.
She, compared to her crossbowing, not as skilled.
Oh, it's a
But
skill you have to build up over time.
Yes, with your guidance, she's at least not just blowing her brains out, just trying to.
Exactly. That's
But yeah, she's made some progress with it, and she's getting that like I did something look.
That's good. And so I just teach her to like the first 3 notes.
And she's maybe getting 1.5 at the moment.
Yeah, but you keep doing that. It's just like the crossbow. You keep, and then you can hit the target. Those beautiful notes.
Oh, it's like the crossbow. Okay.
Well, you know how you had to be careful and you had to put things in the specific way and hold it? Same thing with the flute.
Whoa. Cool. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Let's go back and find the guys.
Yeah. And then she's running off ahead of you.
During those lessons, could I have hopped into the blacksmith to see if I could commission a little trainer buckler for her and to see if I can find a quiver?
Okay. So yeah, you enter in there, and Linen's in the back just hammering away. Ting, 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 ting.
Howdy.
Oh, hi.
I was wondering if I could commission a small, little girl-sized buckler.
What are you trying to do with Dahlia?
Well, I was just teaching her. She's a natural, by the way. She is an incredible shot.
Mm-hmm. Lays a hammer by her side.
It builds self-esteem.
Okay.
She's dealing with a lot right now. It gives her something to direct her energy into.
Yes, of course. I've never been a mother before, and obviously I guess you've been a father, so what? How about this? I will give you shit. And she grabs a couple things and she like weighs a small piece of metal in her hands. Grabs his like smaller one. All right, here's the thing. Never been a mother before in my life, obviously. I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to play with sharp things. Don't know what my mother was or grandmother was getting on about, but pretty sure they're not supposed to be playing with small things, sharp things. If I make a dull knife, practice knife per se, and yes, I guess a tiny buckler, will you promise me she ain't gonna stab herself?
I mean, if you're worried, you should give her a little wooden knife that doesn't have an edge.
True, but let's be honest. If she's
a 6-year-old kid, yeah.
Yes, she's a 6-year-old kid. But if you're serious, and she's very serious about it, should it not be properly weighted?
Well, I'm not teaching her how to use the knife. I'm just doing the crossbow. And I have stressed all the safety necessary for that. She's been very astute. I think she's going to be okay. I can assure you I'm not being irresponsible with her.
Make a persuasion check.
God, I am trying to persuade her, so I've doomed myself to this.
On that 20.
I've used up all the.
No, I believe it's great. That's great.
You know what? I think I make a good case.
All right.
I was about to say, look how I turned out, and then I stopped myself.
So she gives you a good look over. Sighs. Come back in the afternoon and I will have small buckler and a dull knife for her to use.
Excellent. How much do I owe you?
One gold. I already have some of the materials laying around, and making a dull knife would be pretty easy.
You just have to find her current knife and grind it down to be flat.
Oh no, that is a lion shield coster knife. That ain't going to be. That is not going to be grounded down.
Okay.
That is currently spread. That is hidden somewhere else.
All right. I'll give her 2 gold. Just because you have the stuff around doesn't mean that you're not out the materials.
Thank you very much. And she cracks a smile at that.
It's 1 gold, Darjan. I hear in the back of my head her scolding me for. Okay.
So yeah, come back in the afternoon and it should be ready. And whoever's going to teach her, make sure you do it right, please.
I think she's in good hands.
Yeah. Anyway, I've got to get back to work.
Have a good day.
You as well. And you see her starting to, as you're leaving, work on the smaller pieces.
When Tim comes back, I'm assuming he's coming back to where we were.
And that's the last you ever see of Tim.
He runs away. He started the fire. Inkwell will have set up, he'll have found like a stone or something to sit on and a piece of wheat in his mouth. And he'll just be, when he sees Tim coming back, Tim, why did I just see you coming out of the blacksmith shop?
Well, if Assault is going to teach her how to use a blade and a shield, I figure a buckler is best for also using a crossbow at the same time. And she's going to need to get used to that. I'm doing a disservice training her without the buckler.
Right.
What?
Nothing.
No, you just seemed like Darjan there for a moment.
I'll take that as a compliment. I don't know. Have we stopped and asked her what she wanted to do?
Well, I mean, it's a precious few people who find out what they really excel at in life, and having the opportunity to develop that. I mean, after we leave, it's going to be up to her if she wants to continue to hone her skills.
I agree. No, I agree. I just that's fine.
The way I see it, if more people had taken some time to learn how to defend themselves before this had happened, we wouldn't have even been needed here.
That's valid. I just hope you know what you're doing. I hope she can decide for herself what she wants to do.
Well, I mean, she'll have to. I don't think that her learning how to do this is going to result in her going to join a mercenary group or something. She still has a family here. I would assume that she'll help out with the blacksmith. I mean, they are now. That's...
Oh, all right.
And as you end that conversation, about a couple minutes later, you see running through the bushes Dahlia and Argent right behind.
You have fun?
Yeah. Not as good as the stick thing you gave me, Inqua, sir. But I'll keep trying.
Try. Show him what you learned today.
Okay. And having taken some time away from it, she's able to play the 3 notes. Not in any recognizable melody or any sort, but it's just like...
That's great, honey. That's great.
Can I shoot some trees now?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
And the morning, beginning into afternoon or noon, training continues. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, Isolde and Winley both are heading over to now the much recognized Fandolin's Minor Exchange, of which they met Halia and her business, per se, guild. Yes. And as you enter, you notice for the first time the door is closed.
Okay. Well, then we wouldn't enter. I would knock.
Mm-hmm. And you hear a familiar voice. You hear Halia just like, "A minute, please."
It's just settle back on my heels, hook my thumbs in my belt and wait.
Mm-hmm. And as you wait a couple minutes, the door opens, and with familiar fire red hair, flanked by 3 of her colleagues, you see Celine. Oh, hello there.
Hello.
Trying to get in?
Just wanted to have a chat with Halia.
Oh, certainly. We just had a chat ourselves, did we not? Are we going to do the little shuffle dance where you go to the right and I go to the left, and then we're just going to...
I mean, you seem a rather interesting dance partner, but I'm not in the mood today.
Okay, well...
Step.
Maybe next time we dance, hopefully you can take the lead a bit more.
Perhaps, although it seems that Candlekeep taught you quite well.
Oh, yes, you saw it. Wow, good eyes. And like she pulls it out, and it's just a piece of fabric. Not really, not a sash, not anything, but just like a piece of fabric that she kind of keeps tucked in with other folds of her clothing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, well, you had it relatively well hidden, but I'm familiar with the symbol.
Well, it was only a short time there, but it was pretty fun.
I'm sure it was. I haven't been there in nigh on 20 years, but it was quite interesting when I was there.
Hmm. Well, yeah, I wouldn't have been there. Yeah, I would have been about 6. Yeah. Pretty fun times.
Well, so it is. Do you have further business or?
Holly, we're all good? And then Holly's like, yes, you can go now. Well, apparently we are all good. I will be seeing you, Isolt. And one who casts a spell on me starts with a Winda.
Winley Glory Bow.
Windy Glory Bow. I will remember that name the next time. Anyway, let's go on to Dragon, shall we?
Have fun.
And like, she has a very chipper mood for the morning. You see the halfling and Runa, the tall giant of a lady, very similar dour expressions, and you see Jabaro just be like, oh god, yeah, that's, oh, you all so chipper in the morning. Oh, so, and then they like slowly like shuffle between you two.
Are you setting off after the dragon now?
Sorry, what?
Are you setting off after the dragon now?
Don't know quite yet. Maybe stay in town for a bit. Small time charm. Kind of fun. We'll see.
Inspired to go and kill a dragon?
Oh, yes, but tracking it down is one thing, and we have Bracken here, and the halfling gives a little wave. And finding him will take a little time, so we'll see.
Well, may LaRue smile upon you and give you good fortune in the hunt.
And her eyes not flatten or sharpen it a bit, but they lose a bit of that jovial veneer, and she just gives you a nod before heading away.
Can I insert that?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm not at my usual station today, so I have to look at different things. Insight. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. What you get from that is recognition and respect for LaRue.
Okay. Interesting. All right. I will file that away in the back of my head and leave that alone for the moment.
Mm-hmm. And they make their way down the street, and as you enter, Lem and Lem are not there, but you see Halia in the back filling out some paperwork.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. How can I help you two?
Well, now that the defense of Fandolin seems to be more or less sorted out, Winley and I came here originally from the Knights of the Unicorn to discuss obtaining some cold iron. I understand that you mine it in these parts.
Yes. I'm so sorry. It has been quite a whirlwind of the past 4 days. Let me see here. And you see that her desk is pretty, and the rest of it, like her station, is very well organized.
Mm-hmm.
And she stands up, goes over to a shelf, and looks through a few files before she like pulls one out, and like she looks it over. It's like, flips a few pages, grabs another one, flips through it a little bit, and grabs another one. It's like, well, that's unfortunate. And she places down the documents. It appears we haven't heard from the Mountain Rib mining camp in quite some time. They're the ones who found the cold iron up on Icespire Peak, about halfway at the mountain end. We haven't received any reports from them in about 3 weeks.
Oh, goodness.
And looks here. Yes, Neverwinter didn't receive their shipment, so there's fuck. They're sending one of their inspectors here.
Ah. Hell.
Wow. That is something that usually doesn't slip under my radar, but it looks like it's been here in the past week or so, and past few days have been, as I said, a whirlwind.
Hellish, to say the least.
Yes, it definitely did freeze over. Anyway.
Oh.
Too soon.
Accurate, though.
Gotta find some levity when you can, dear. Otherwise, you will leave yourself to despair.
Hmm.
And that is one of LaRue's teachings as well. Joy in whatever moments you can find. Well,
So,
do you have any way to contact them?
currently, no. That would require actually, I mean, we could send a hawk over, but we have not received any replies since the last time we tried to make correspondence. And if whoever there, I know who the inspector is, when he gets here, it's going to be a great time.
Any idea when the inspector will be here?
Well, if this was sent about 4 days ago, depending on how fast he travels, if he's doing it by foot or by horse, could vary greatly.
How far is it to the mining camp?
Well, let me see here. Let me look at the map here. Let's see, Fandolin, and that is it's, I say only 26 miles, but due to the steep elevation of as it gets nearer to the peak and the cold gets surprisingly very extreme. It is definitely beyond just walking 26 miles on a flat plain.
Sure. All right. Well, if there's anything that I can do to be of assistance, we were sent here for this purpose.
Well, if you could go and check out what the camp is doing before that inspector arrives, that would be fantastic, because he's a man of, how do I say this? I don't like him.
A stick up his arse or something else?
Sorry?
A stick up his arse or something else?
No, he's... And a slight smile just perks up just a little bit, but she also drops it as quickly as it came. He's a man that likes to talk a lot.
Ah, I know the type.
Yes. I will not say unfortunately. Fortunately, he's not of the Harbin type, but still likes to talk a lot.
Fair enough. Well, it's let me consult with our former traveling companions and see if perhaps they'd be willing to come with us. And if not, I think Winley and I may want to go have a look.
Okay. Well, yes, if you can help take care of that for me, I will ensure the Knights of the Unicorn receive a good shipment of cold iron.
Lovely. Well, it looked like you were very busy when I came in, so I will.
Yes. Stone Cold Reavers, they are good at what they do.
Do you know much about them?
Largely through reputation. I have met Runa once down at the over actually in Yarder during a hiring fair, but of the people that were there that year, she definitely stood out. But
He does that.
yes, when one is 7 feet tall-ish, and of that look, stands out very much. Pretty sure Icewind Dale would be where I would peg her from. Yes. But the other three, Celine, mainly through reputation, and the other two, again, reputation, but they're not talked of as much.
And are you helping them on their quest?
Oh, I hired them.
Oh, it was you.
Yes. While we are waiting for mercenary assistance through Harbin's ways, I am trying to cut off the problem at the source.
An admirable ambition. They're an interesting collection of people. We ran into them at the tavern last night.
Oh. Well, not like I can hire you, but if you ever find yourselves working with them to expedite it, it would be greatly appreciated.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm sure our paths will cross if we stay in Fandolin for much longer. Otherwise, we'll see.
I like capable people, and seems like both of your groups are quite capable.
That I will agree with.
Excellent. Well, I believe you have some consultation to do, and I apparently have to make sure that I remember all of my paperwork.
Yeah, good luck with that, with everything going on.
When you have a good 5-6 camps, you got to make sure are constantly running. It can be sometimes, as well as a town, can be a mind.
as it would. Well then, good morning to you, and thank you so much. And I'll return later this afternoon or this evening and chat with you about your mining camp, find out where it is and all of that.
Yes, certainly.
Have a good day.
You as well.
Head out.
Maybe we should meet up with the rest of the folks.
Maybe. How close is it getting to lunchtime at this point?
At this point, that conversation basically took the time that it did, and it's maybe 9, 10-ish.
Let's go and check in on I've lost all of their names, I'm sorry. The people who are sick and injured at the
Yep.
At the hall?
At the town hall, yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Go and check in on them, see how they're all doing.
Mm-hmm. And as you're making your way there, you do see at that time Darjan and Dahlia at the well, currently drinking some water.
We'll wave at them
as you head on inside.
All right. I'll look around and see if Sister, I've lost her name.
Garael.
Sister Garael, if she is around and if she looks like she's gotten any damn sleep.
You look at her and she's definitely doing a lot better. She's got a bit more of a spring in the step, and as you're familiar with elves, only need a much shorter time to recover. So you can surmise from that she was definitely working herself like around the clock.
Yeah.
Finley's gonna run up to her. Hi, sister.
Hello. Welcome back, and thank you for all that you've done. It is obviously been a while since I've gotten good night's rest, and
you look a lot better.
Oh, thank you, and I don't know why the unders in my eyes feel quite refreshed.
We'll talk about that a little later. I just wanted to see, well, Izzy and I wanted to see how all the patients are doing.
Oh, well, with your healing with Rhonda, she's definitely on the ups, and hopefully she'll be able to, well, make her way home soon.
Yeah.
That would be great. Having to be staying here the entire time while your family has no idea what's going on, that would be absolutely terrible. But everyone else seems to be in pretty good spirits. And you see on the sides, just they're all kind of like they greeted you as you entered, based on the fact that you interacted with them and the initial time you came in. And you see Merkel standing about, like tending to them, and you also see Nyx there. Nyx is not necessarily helping out at the moment, but she's as kind of as you left her the last time, sitting along the raised platform with a journal like thing and just scribbling away. But yes, any particular reason for your visit, or are you just here to say hello?
We're here to say hello and also check in on you and see how you're doing.
Well, thank you for checking in. Quite refreshed as as my mood so appears.
That's very good to hear.
Yes. Hopefully I won't have to be cracking out that pipe anytime soon.
Winley's gonna bound over to Nyx. Oh, hey, Nyx.
She looks up, it's like, oh, hello there. How's it going? Closes the book.
You know, okay. We ran into some meanies back at the bar, but how are you doing?
Well, okay. I mean, I was planning on going a bit further than Fandolin, but I guess I'm going to be teaching them how to fire crossbows. So,
Could I get in on those lessons as well?
I mean, yeah. I mean, sure. I scratches her nose a bit. I mean, I guess. I mean, I'm a decent shot, but I don't know about. Never really taught anybody how to shoot before.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'd be a wonderful teacher.
Thank you. I think I need to hear that. Thank you. But you all did get me as far as Fandolin, and is there any way I can I don't know, repay the favor, I guess?
Oh, well, that's not necessary.
Are you sure? I mean, I could oh yeah, and she pulls out not on the side that you saw her reaching for, like when you were about to possibly be in a scuffle, but she reaches to the other side on her right hip, and she pulls off a little contraption. It's like, I could take your picture or something.
Could you?
Yeah, I guess like get all 5 of you in a nice little I don't know, Fandolin setting or something.
Oh, that would be amazing. I'd have to change my outfit, of course, but that would be amazing.
Yeah, I could take a picture, and it'll take I mean, I really haven't figured out a way to make the picture develop faster, but should be able to get one for you in a day.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like, just let me know when all 5 of you kind of want to take a picture, and I'll even take a picture with Inkwell's cow in it too, and it'll be a nice little picture.
Horse, but yes.
Horse, right. You know, never seen a horse before. I mean, like, I heard about them, but I always equated them to being like cows. So.
Well, we are all meeting for lunch.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll just, I guess I'll meet you at the inn at 12, and we can, I guess, take a picture in front of there, or buy some trees or something.
That would be wonderful. And then Winley rushes over to Izzy. Izzy, we need to get back a little early so I can change.
What are we getting back early for?
Oh, Nyx here is going to take our picture.
Oh, that will be lovely. Let's wave back at her. That sounds absolutely wonderful. Yes, we can get back a little bit early if you need time to freshen up. And I imagine change your outfit.
Duh.
Sorry, just the duh. Right, yes, we can certainly do that. That is not an issue. Yes. And shoot, I think we're a little bit out of things to do, to be honest. It's kind of weird.
It is Fandolin. It ain't Neverwinter. You can't find everything to do in a night.
True.
I mean, Winley could definitely use 2 hours to get ready, so.
Sure, then let's go ahead and head back, and I'll let Winley go and start getting ready, and I'll just, settle back into one of the chairs, drink, a nail, and just watch everything going on around me.
Okay. Yeah, and I will say this: as you two return, you do see the Stone Cold Reapers, and they're by their horses, but they're not hitching them. They're kind of just sitting about, and they all have cups of steaming liquid.
I'll just pause and watch them for a moment. It's odd to me that they have been hired to go dragon hunting, and they have absolutely no hustle, I guess, is the thing. Because I'm just watching them like.
Mm-hmm. And you see them, and there's an air of solemnity as they're drinking.
Interesting. What? Okay, I will go ahead and let Winley go and do what she needs to do.
Yeah, and Winley tries to put on her most intimidating stink face towards him.
Oh, it's adorable. And I'll just, walk past them, completely ignore them, and go over and say hi to Bessie.
Hi to Bessie. And Bessie's there amongst the horses. And as you do that, Jabaro looks over. It's like, oh, yeah. There's a real pretty horse right there. They one's right there. It's a good horse. Sips it. Very talkative, that one.
Do you speak to animals?
I won't say speak to them, but they really do speak to me. And I don't know the horse's name, but she seems to be, she's seen some things. Very talkative one.
Her name's Bessie.
Ah, Bessie. Bessie, this is Old Clover, but I'm pretty sure you've already met Old Clover in the time that you've been together here. Yes, I'm Jabaro, by the way. Bessie gives up.
I'll just reach over and pat her neck, just like scritch behind the ears, and just generally, give her affection because she's a good horse.
Are you still staying there, keeping an eye out, or?
Yeah, so I'm definitely using it as an excuse to be in the area and try to figure out what they're doing that's so solemn with these steaming drinks.
Mm-hmm. And as you just make a quick perception check for me.
Sure.
Sorry.
21.
21. Very nice.
Real dice.
look-
And Birds of Paradise at that.
Woo! That was choppy, but Birds of Paradise, yo, if you didn't catch that.
Grumpy.
You're good now.
Okay.
But yes, as you look around, they're very much, they're teacups, and you do see a kettle on the side, and you see most of what would be the carrying equipment next to Bracken, the halfling.
Mm-hmm.
And they're about, at that time while you're looking, you see that they're finishing up their tea, and then Bracken takes the materials and sticks them in the case very, very purposefully, and then closes it. And then everybody stands up, gives a stretch, and then Runa says, it's like, should we be waiting for Bolin, or should we just keep going? And then Celine's like, well, he usually is able to find us, so I guess we'll just keep going. He usually finds us anyway. So, shall we, everybody? And then the others kind of give a nod of assent. And they all hitch up their horses, and they're all kind of looking at you and like realizing that you're just kind of been watching them the whole time. But they hitch up their horses, and then they mount up. Celine looks down at you. Looking forward to that next dance.
As am I.
All right. Yeah. And as she makes her way in, followed by her is Runa, followed by her on a much shorter but very squat horse is Bracken. And then Jabaro is the last one to leave. And he just like gives a little wave, not to you, but to Bessie. It's like, it was really nice to meet you, Bessie. And hopefully I'll be seeing around you. Good horse. Old Clover is like to have made a friend. Here. Yep. And they all kind of make their way up northwards.
All right. Okay. I'll pat Bessie on the shoulder once or twice and just say, "Oh, what an interesting bunch we have around here."
Mm-hmm. And as you do that, she starts to nudge. You're the one with Mimi still, right? Or is it Winley who has Mimi right
I don't have Mimi. Yeah, it got passed back to me after the fight.
Bessie's like nudging the bag.
Bessie, why are you nudging at Mimi?
Just keeps nudging it. And then eventually Mimi's just like, oh.
Oh, I don't have sugar cubes. I'm sorry, Bessie. You know what? Hold on. And I'll go into the tavern and ask if they have any sugar cubes by chance.
Toblin, more than happy to oblige, gives you a couple.
Cool. I'll take those with me and go out and give them to Bessie.
Yep, and you hear the
just pat her on the shoulders. You're a good lass. You're a good lass, Bessie. and then go back inside and settle in with a drink and wait for Winley to finish getting dressed and the others to come back.
Mm-hmm. And as you wait, you three, is there anything else you'd like to do with Dahlia or the rest of the town?
Should we take her with us for lunch?
If she wants to come.
Well, no, I mean she's going to have lunch with her new family. I think it'll be
that
fine.
does make sense. Unless she wants to come along.
And you see her off a little bit to the side, just like aiming and just like, God damn! It's another right into the knot.
You know, maybe we shouldn't break her concentration right now. I think she's on the roll. Maybe.
Well, we're gonna have to soon.
Yeah, no,
Anyhow.
we can't leave her with that, right?
Yeah, it's nearly midday. I know. I mean, it's hers, so we can, and we have left it with her.
But now that she knows how to play with it.
Oh no, I made it clear. The whole initial speech was this was not a toy. This is a weapon. This is used for killing.
So, but we need to take her back and let her new family, deal with that.
Okay.
Are you really want to take this girl with us, Tim?
Not obviously. No. Like we would not die. Moment of levity. I am completely unfit to take care of a child. But
good. I'm glad you realized that. It would get in the way though when I'm on stage and stuff. So yeah.
What is going? Ingwa's mind. What is going on?
If she was as good with flute as she was with the crossbow, you'd be singing a different tune right now.
What?
We're not talking about kidnapping a child. This is hypothetical. This is all hypothetical. Okay, we're gonna break. Dahlia, we're gonna break for lunch.
Yeah.
Oh. And she looks up at the sky. Oh, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Yep, so are we.
Okay. She she goes over to the tree, grabs her bolts.
Oh, we've got to get you a quiver. Oh, I forgot to ask. Is there a leatherworking store around here?
I mean, best you could assume, probably not at the Lion Shield. Or, I mean, Lion Shield might have something.
They would have some leather, but would they be... I don't think they'd specialize in
Yeah,
leatherworking.
No. Leatherworking, you're not familiar with anything here. It's a small town.
Yeah, it won't be at the general store. They don't usually have quivers.
Well, I'll hop in. They have to get their leather from somewhere, and if they need any custom work done with leather, they'd have to ask a leather worker. So I'll ask inside the smithery.
At the smith? Okay, so you take Dahlia back.
Yeah.
All right. And as you three do, there is Lenen and Celia at the counter now. Lenen is quick work, done with the knife, but on our way to the buckler.
Hi. You need to know, she is a natural. She is amazing. If you go look at the tree out there, she hits her mark every time. It's astounding.
Well, that's great to hear.
Which is why she needs a quiver. Are there any leather workers in Fandolin that I could go to?
I mean, none that specialize, unfortunately.
Well, it doesn't need to be anything spectacular. It just like I pat mine, and mine is just a simple folded leather that's has a seam.
No, and that's what I have. Mine looks like a purse, except when you open it, there's bows in it.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice.
Did you say balloons, Turjan?
No,
What did you say?
I said bones.
Oh, I heard balloons. And
No,
I was
sorry.
about, okay. I was going to go with that. I was very excited about the balloons in your quiver.
Someone has a backpack that produces balloons right now, right?
No, you guys left that there because you didn't want it.
We did. I remember that.
Well, did we collectively? Because it doesn't matter if we collectively didn't want it. If one person wanted it, they would still have it. Not going to put words in that person's mouth or anything, but anyhow, back to the...
I mean, I could probably refashion like Dahlia, honey.
Yes?
Is this man saying true things? Are you good?
Yeah. Really good.
Okay. That case. And she looks over and she grabs what would be like a sheath for maybe like a butcher's knife kind of deal, like the big flat ones. And she like squeezes it. I could probably reshape this to be a bit more round-ish. Yeah. Yeah, I think that can be done.
Okay, how much would that cost?
5 silver.
All right. Put 5 silver on the counter.
Thanks. Oh, well, you guys have been my business for quite some time, and thank you for that. Yeah, it should be probably not done, but you'll have your knife and buckler by the afternoon.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to go off to get lunch.
Okay.
Bye, Dahlia. Bye, Dahlia. Keep
Greetings.
practicing on the flute too, okay? You could get it. You can get it. And then you can even join me on the stage someday.
And she pulls it out, and not Celia, but Lenen covers your ears, and it's just like a 1 step forward, 2 steps back. She's only able to play 1 note again.
But it's not too loud.
Not too loud and not like, "Wee."
But she's got the 1 note.
Yes. She's figuring it out.
Yeah. Well, it's just, you got to practice. No matter what you want to do, right? That's why I sing all the time.
Is there a lot of dragons out there?
No.
We have not
No.
seen a lot of dragons. No, you've seen the dragon that's around, so you know what's there.
Yeah, that's the first dragon I've ever seen before. Oh no. Well, no, yeah.
No. Yeah.
You've seen more than me.
Yes.
I wasn't there for that.
I've seen a few dragons. Well. Lunch, yeah?
Yes. Lunch. Time for lunch.
Let's head back.
And as you three head back, you find Isolt there pounding down an ale. Winley, how are you coming down dressed?
She has yet another leather dress. This one is in pink, fringe kind of across the V, and she has little rhinestones along. She also, this is one of her special outfits. She also has like leather cuffs that have fringe, and then she has some special boots that have fringe too. It's all in pink.
Fringe.
As you three enter and you see Winley descend.
Whoa.
Hey guys!
Winley, you look incredible.
Oh, thanks. And she does a little twirl. Well, surprise, we're getting our picture taken by Nyx.
Oh.
What does that mean?
That means I'm gonna have to change.
Like a portrait? Do we have time for that?
Remember when we were exploring the bedrooms of her brother and we saw that picture? She has a contraption that actually creates that for us. So, I mean, if you want to freshen up real fast, I'm not saying you need to, but if you wanted to.
I think we're okay. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, or Darjan can maybe help out a little bit.
Yes. I think I'm going to go up there and.
Oh, well, it's either this or, I mean, my undergarments. I don't really have much else.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
Well, if you have you have a jacket though, don't you? You could put the jacket on. That would be good, don't you?
I have like a cape moment. Oh,
I
but
love
from your
capes.
reactions, okay. And cool. We'll start heading up the stairs to get this cape.
And
wait,
Winley looks expectantly at Tim.
I'm running out.
That's how he makes himself up.
Oh, okay.
Just for you. Just for you.
You can stand in the back. Hey, Izzy. Did you find anything out about you know who?
They're an interesting group. DM, they were waiting. They're waiting for someone. This is someone that we haven't seen with them.
Yes.
Bullen.
Yes.
Okay.
Are we still here to talk about this, or have we gone upstairs to freshen up, or are we still
I'm here?
Have you caught us? Have you caught us and said, "Wait"?
I mean, you can be down here for it if you want. I wouldn't have caught you because it wasn't something that I think.
Well, I just went upstairs.
Okay.
I could have eaten up some time telling you how amazing Dolly is with a crossbow.
I look forward to training her with the dagger and buckler that you mentioned. Well,
yes, we'll be ready this afternoon.
Well, it's been a while since I've trained a little, but it should be fun. But yes, our rambunctious friends are waiting for a friend of theirs, Boleyn. I imagine that's part of why they're not setting off straight away. But they did leave on their horses in some direction, and one of them can apparently at least understand animals, if not speak to them directly.
Oh.
Yes.
Do they talk to mongooses? Wait, who did we speak to before? Meerkats.
Meerkat.
I don't know. I didn't ask, but he was having a chat with Bessie.
Really?
Yeah, his horse and Bessie have apparently become very good friends.
Well, I mean, Bessie is a very friendly horse.
She is, and you can't blame the horses for their masters.
True.
But yes, that's about all I was able to find out. Sorry, what, Tim?
It's only the redhead that we have an issue with.
The others are, I mean, they're good at what they do, and I wouldn't have blinked twice if not for the redhead, who is just spoiling for another fight at some point.
Next time, do it on your terms.
I want Ingwa to come down, or he'll be coming down at the end of the conversation because he wants to hear when he hears redheaded woman. You met up with Coxcomb again?
Is that what we're calling her? Sure.
That's what I'm calling her.
Fair enough. Almost ran directly into her at Halia's and then saw her again over at the stable.
Yeah, Holly is the one that hired them.
Halia hired them?
Yes.
Apparently they have an excellent reputation for getting the job done.
Anyway, Whitley, what do you think of this? Hood up or hood down on this cloak?
Oh, well, no, down. You can't cover your horns.
Oh, okay.
Surprisingly touched by that.
Okay.
I was touched by that too.
Okay, well, I think I'm ready for this portrait. Portrait? Portrait.
Yes.
Yeah.
You look very dashing.
I was looking. Darjan is coming down with some really. You got to see it when she comes down.
Oh.
Whew.
And as you say that, almost on cue, Darjan descends. How does Darjan look?
Muted. Oh. It's without words. You can't even tell.
Well, I was gonna say, as she comes down, like music is playing from somewhere.
Hey, I come down, and I've freshened up a bit. I've got my hair nice and pulled back, and I brought one of my furs because I heard about Ink was talking about his cape. So I went, oh yes.
Wow.
So I'm ready.
John, you look wonderful.
This is amazing. How long do we have to stand? I think the last time I had a portrait, it was about 8 hours. So
I think this one's a little quicker, but we'll wait for Nyx to get here to let us know.
Should we eat first? Oh.
You've had your portrait done before.
Well, yeah, a long time ago. Yes, when I was little. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Nyx said she was going to be here right at 12, so maybe we can do the portrait first, before we get food in our teeth.
Oh,
and all
yes,
that.
no, and I don't want to get food on my cloak or anything, right?
Understood. I'm very excited.
As you all are discussing.
Can Bessie be? I was going to ask.
What?
Can Bessie be in the photo?
Ooh.
Oh, of course.
She's a valued part of this party.
This is so exciting. Oh,
portrait. He didn't say photo. He doesn't know what a photo is.
Yeah.
As you discuss, you guys see Nyx kind of rushing over. It's like, oh, all right, you're all here. Do you know where you want to take it?
Well,
take it.
Outside
because we would love Bessie, our horse, to be in the portrait with us.
All right, yeah. Do you want to do it in front of the tavern, or do you want to do it by some trees?
Trees.
Oh, no, I think the tavern actually. Since we all met here originally, this is the cornerstone of how we met.
Oh yes, no, agreed. Of course, I had some of my best things. Yeah, here in the tavern. Yes.
All right, yeah. Just come on out. Bring your horse, and we'll take the picture.
Okay. Inkwell will run out, grab Bessie by the lead, and then bring her back into the tavern. Apparently,
right?
Outside.
Oh, I thought we were going. I heard inside. I'm like, perfect.
No, we want to see the tavern sign. Of course, it says.
Yes. Yeah. Winley immediately sees where you chopped off her braid, and she rushes over to try to tuck that hair in and cover it up.
Thank you, Winley. Thank you.
And as you 6 and secretly 7 arrange yourself in your photo, Bessie on the back side, we got our talls in the back with Darjan and Winley up front.
Oh, of course.
And you see Nyx pull out from the back of her pack just like a little thing, just like, and then she places the camera, screws it in on top. All right, now you're going. Hey, Inkwell, stop moving.
Oh.
Now look like you're kind of happy. This will be like really instantaneous. So whatever face you put on is gonna be the face. All right.
Okay.
All right, Winley, that's a great smile. Darjon, great. Tim, can you give a bit of a?
Yes,
All right, that's better. There we go. There we go. Inkwell, you can relax a bit. All right, like you're having some fun with your friends, and like you're just like happy to be here.
Think of a pile of gems, Tim.
Yeah, pile of gems, Tim. If that helps you get there, that's it. Yeah, so, really, you can just relax the jaw a bit. You're looking a little tense. Pretty stern looking, but it fits your character. All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And that's where we're gonna end for right now. Just a break. With their picture taken. Thank you so much for joining us so far. We will be back after a momentary break where we all go to our respective bathrooms. One of the plus sides of not being in the studio, we all have respective bathrooms we can all go to. And as we do that and you go to yours, we will hopefully see you after the break.
And that's why narwhals are the better kind of walls. Duh. Oh, hey everybody, welcome to Dragon of Icespire Peak, where I shout at my wall.
Better than having an argument with a chair, I guess.
And I think the wall really still gave the better argument. I'm gonna side.
Oh,
sorry.
Well, it's the walrus and the carpenter, you know. So.
Sometimes.
Oh man, you've broken James's spirit, Nick. Apologize.
No need.
The wall was right. I have to stand by this.
You know, he makes a compelling argument.
Because the wall was on the right, and there's walls on the left too, though. Come on.
And suddenly rocks fall and everyone dies.
But I made the offering.
And then you pissed off the actual god of the game.
Yeah,
the true god. Welcome back to Dragon of Icespire Peak, where I play god and these people have to deal with it.
We're not worthy.
No, God, if I was a god, this would be... I definitely want to make 2020 happen. Anyway. Anyway, they just had their party. Their picture just taken at the end of right at the end of the break. It's just like a, and Nick is like, "All right, yeah, that was good. You can stop, Inkwall. You can stop now."
Oh,
okay,
Inkwall,
that
we're
was
good.
it.
Yeah, that's it.
That was very fast.
That's a portrait.
So, well, okay, all right. So, but it's going to take like a year for it to show up, or what's the deal?
No, it should take about maybe 8 hours.
Okay, I go back to my pose.
Portrait.
No, you don't have to hold it. That's the thing. It's like it captures it in that moment, and then it like basically turns what you post is the picture.
It's gnome technology, guys.
So we don't have to stay there for 8 hours. It sits still for 8 hours. I get it.
Yes, basically. I mean, like, it doesn't have to stay here, but as long as the contraption itself isn't messed with too much, 8 hours later, you'll have a nice photo.
So it leaves and we stay here?
No, you don't have to move at all. Sorry, you can move. You can do whatever you want.
Photo.
My contraption is basically painting right now. If that helps you think about it.
Like insta painting.
Oh, so it memorizes what it saw and then paints it. I get it.
Magic.
Huh.
Let's go get lunch.
Food is magic.
Where does this appear though? Do we get one? Is it one like a big portrait?
Oh no, it's gonna be about like maybe that big.
Oh,
that'll be very convenient to carry around.
So a tiny is okay.
Yeah, remember we saw in
yeah
back
it's
in Nomengard.
You're right. The other tiny portrait. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, that's so famous. Oh gosh, I would love to get a lot of those and put them around, and that way people would then people would know what I look like all the time. Ooh,
Would
we'll
that
have to
be
talk.
bad?
That would take some time because
we'll talk.
thing only can do one per every 8 hours, so that's why I was trying to make sure you're all nice and relaxed.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Nick.
This is wonderful.
May I join you for lunch?
Absolutely.
No, I'm just kidding. Come on.
Sorry. Yeah, jokes. Yeah, there we go.
Ink was a card, a joker.
Anyway.
I don't know what that reference is for.
I don't know.
So you all end up going inside. I will say lunch comes to you with ease. Yeah, like 5 copper per person.
Cool.
Oh,
okay.
Oh wait, no, wait, excuse me. 3 silver. There we go. The little handy chart thing tells me that you can get a meal for 3 silver
per person.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
What are we eating today?
Yes. What is what?
This one's pretty simple. Cold cuts, some of the cheese that you've had before.
Yes.
Bread. Yeah, pretty simple lunch. Bread, cheese, meat. There's a little bit of vegetable in there. Not too much.
Filling
Enough.
without being weighing us down. And as I'm finishing up lunch, I'm gonna look around the table and go. So I know we were going to go our separate ways, but
Yeah, we decided to go with Inqua. I figure we'll head out later this evening.
I actually had a request, a question, perhaps. You know that Winley and I came here to discuss shipments of cold iron to the Knights of the Unicorn.
Yeah.
Apparently, the mine in question hasn't been heard from in 3 weeks.
Another mine.
How unfortunate.
Well, this is why Winley and I are here, is for the cold iron, to deal with all matter of, well, interesting things that the Knights of the Unicorn can run across, and she and I are going to go regardless. I was hoping I could persuade the three of you to come along as well.
I mean, I'll just say what we're all thinking. Why?
Because we make such a great team, guys.
And it might be dangerous, and having two people going in is, well, very dangerous.
I'll say having 5 people going in would be even more dangerous, yes?
Yeah, you increase your risk.
You increase your chances of getting out of the danger, is the thing.
Do you know how far it is, Isolde?
Oh shoot! Did I ask that? I don't remember.
It's about 26 miles.
Yes.
Oh.
Halfway up at Icespire Peak.
Oh.
Icespire Peak.
That sounds like a horrible place to go.
It probably is. And I mean, I'm not going to lean on you three if you really don't want to come. I can say that I can pay you if that helps.
And if we go to this mine, is there different things other than just cold iron at this mine?
I have no idea. I didn't get the rundown of what all is in the mine. Halia is very concerned about it because apparently a shipment of this was supposed to go to Neverwinter. Do you remember that right? A shipment was supposed to go to Neverwinter and it didn't arrive. So there's going to be an inspector coming out here in a few days and making trouble for Halia.
Well, if Halia hired those mercenaries, why can't those mercenaries just go to the mine?
There you go.
They're on the dragon, theoretically.
Well.
She hasn't hired. She hasn't hired me. It was more of a. This is something that we need for the Knights of the Unicorn.
So the Knights of the Unicorn would pay us to go do this.
No, I'll pay you.
Same thing. So we could just say we were hired by the Knights of the Unicorn.
Sure, if that helps.
I wonder how that would look on my poster.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say I'm just thinking. Are there because they were going to go to Neverwinter? So are we going to end up in Neverwinter?
Unlikely. The idea was that
that's kind of where we were going toward. Okay.
Yeah, it's for your edification. If you look at the map,
there's markers.
No markers, but here's Fandolin. If you can see that really neon green,
Yes.
It would be right about here-ish.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So it is part
And
of
then Nomengard was about here.
Yeah, it's about twice as far as Nomengard.
And the footsteps the tracks that we saw were fleeing up from like this way, right?
Yeah, they were. Let's see, where's my arrow?
So we can assume that if they were attacked, they were going in the opposite dragon.
Yeah, they were going
opposite dragon.
this way. Like you found the
Very
tracks.
awesome.
You found the attack right around here-ish. Yeah, like ish, and it was aimed that way.
Well,
Gotcha.
and hearing that it's more east, I thought it was north for some reason. I thought that's where it was.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
here's
the
here's
inspector is coming from Neverwinter, which is all the way up here.
but we would be heading this way if
Yes.
that's okay. That's where Icespire Peak is over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, I mean, I do need to get back. I mean, well, the crops are done for right now, but I do need to be getting back to Goldenfield. But honestly, Isolt and Winley, I have definitely taken a liking to you. If you do need this, since it is to the east and not that out of my way, since I do have to go east then south, I would not mind accompanying you.
I would very much welcome your presence.
That would be great.
So I'm Tim and I are I'm looking at Tim and what is he thinking?
How much are we being paid?
100 gold a person.
100 gold a person. Huh.
Let me rephrase this, Isolt. Just kidding. Keep going.
I have 300
Hmm.
gold, so I can pay each of you 100 gold to come.
Hmm.
You see Tim's eyes definitely warm up very abruptly at the sound.
I thought they might.
Are there?
This is 100 gold. It's 100 gold.
Yeah. Are there any other places there that might enjoy my gifts?
It's in the
I
mountains.
mean, it's in the mountains. If there's anything, it'll be mining camps and little villages.
They may need entertainment, though, Dorjan.
100
Good point.
gold. 100 gold needs your attention, though.
And you might be able to write an epic song about the adventure. It could be a hit.
Most parts don't write songs about visiting mines, but
Could be a hit.
Well, we
come up
had
with
quite the
something.
adventure at the last mine now, didn't we?
Because she came up with, or they came up with some amazing songs. Dorjan did. I remember mine, or something along those lines.
I mean, I have seen
Hmm.
Darjan spin gold out of straw. So
Yes. And this time we'll be sure to listen to the cursed knives.
or not.
Oh, we did
Tim,
not
will
heed the
ya?
warning of the knife last time now, did we?
no, it said, I pull it out. Greed is good. Greed is good.
Greed is good. Greed is good.
It
Oh,
lies.
then we won't listen to the knives.
Mm-hmm.
In my experience, listening to cursed knives usually goes in very bad directions. And suddenly we have a Great Dane Society crossover moment.
Should do it.
Somewhere, Alexandria.
Crossover episode.
Alexandria's twitching just so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, her cursed knife was a cursed knife. This is just a deceitful knife.
She'd probably enjoy that. Anyway.
But of course, Tim, if you want to leave us
Oh
without help
no, 100.
and
no,
possibly in danger.
No, you've been all so wonderful.
And when I hear Tim say that, I go, yes. So wonderful. We couldn't leave you now.
Well, then it's settled.
Can I just ask though if we could do it quicker than later, just because I would like to get back to Golden Fields before the final end of the season.
Probably our best bet would be to leave first thing in the morning and
Okay.
journey as quickly as possible. We may not be able to bring Bessie though, because it is up in the mountains. I don't know how good the road is.
There
Maybe-
has to be, but they transport.
That's a good point.
But
true.
it'll be
Yeah.
steep is the problem.
Oh.
How
Is
do you
Bessie
think
going to
she'll
be okay?
She will be fine. I'm sure she will be fine. I know she's up in age, but I think she'll be up for the challenge.
I just want to make sure that we don't put undue stress on her.
I'll run it by her later tonight.
Nice.
The gang is back together. Now about matching outfits.
Ooh, we
well-
could talk. We could talk, Winley.
Wonderful. All right, so yeah, we'll finish eating lunch.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be part of it. I get an outfit. And we'll talk. Yeah.
I look at my tunic. Can it be faded blue?
I'm in favor.
We'll talk. I just like Castle glance over to Darjan.
He is blue, not pink.
Well, I mean, both are colors of LaRue.
That is true. Like my butterfly wings.
Never a whimper. That was so cute.
She thinks wistfully about the wings that she used to have.
It's so cute.
Oh my goodness. Yes. It's like, and I start singing, I've got these wings to float me up. Remember?
I do. Darjan, maybe you could get cursed again so I could get my wings back. I mean,
I don't think that's the way it should happen, but we can
That
talk.
was fun. She was out of it. Do you remember that? Going on about.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
All right. Well, then after lunch, I would want to make my way over to Halia's to quickly get some of the information from her before I go and start training the kid.
Okay. So you go over to Halia. Lem and Lem have shown up. They're working on their paperwork, and Halia is continuing to work on hers.
All right. I'll tap on the door frame.
Yes. Welcome. And is anyone else joining her, by the way, or is it just Assault?
If she said it was like just a quick thing she had to do, I feel like she could go by herself. But I don't know how she responded to the group.
Yeah,
Winley has to have another outfit change, so she's back up at the room.
I'll probably hold back too then.
Yeah, it's basically Assault being like, I'm going to go talk to Halia, get all the information for this new job that we're doing, and then report back to everyone.
Mm-hmm. All right. What would you like to ask?
So my companions and I are willing to take on this task for you.
Excellent.
Go and check on your mine and your miners and see what's going on.
Okay. How about this? It will take some time for the inspector to get here. I don't know how long, but if you are able to get things done in a quick manner, I can possibly provide compensation.
That would be lovely.
Okay. Excellent.
We just need some information about where it is and what sorts of things we may want to expect around there. What sorts of what would we need to know heading out into the mountain?
Okay, yes. So you saw that map I gave you, yes?
Yes. No, pull it out.
Yeah, so it should be why is it bland? There we go. Should be right around, let's see, where's 25? 1, 2, 3, 5. It's right around here.
Okay.
That's not next, but sure, we'll make that.
It'll do.
It's right around there. It's about 26 miles. But you will be. Icespire Peak is interesting. The further you go up, the colder it gets, despite being as it normally does. But it gets extremely cold quite quickly. So if you are not outfitted for the way up, it could be a very poor decision to make your way there.
Understood.
There are other creatures lying about, as there is in the Savage Frontier. By my estimation, from what I've seen, you handled all dragons pretty well. I don't anticipate anything of dire consequences coming towards you.
All right. Is there anywhere here that we would be able to get more cold weather gear? I mean, we have cloaks, of course, but I don't imagine that they'll be sturdy enough to stand up to that sort of cold.
I mean, Barthen's has some, but again, most of us are already outfitted, and again, down here in the valley, it's not too cold.
She said,
but he might have some. I don't know if outfitting your entire party, but he may have some. You would either have to head around here, probably to the bigger cities of Yarder are developing right now, Leylon, and those are quite a ways away.
All right. Well, we are hoping to get this done quickly, of course.
Yes. Yes. Halfway, I would say it gets close to freezing. Nothing of horrible temperatures. But if you do exceed the mining camp at this time of year, very poor choices.
All right. Well, then we will outfit ourselves as best as we can for the cold.
Okay. Yes. And yes, compensation is on your way. Is there I guess an official person or name to write down this compensation for, or
How do you mean?
whatever the not necessarily credit, but I would like to keep it official for this one.
All right. I suppose you can put it under my name if you like.
Okay.
Yes, Assault Argus.
And you see her scribble it down. If you could sign here.
I'll reach over and sign it. Very nice signature.
Okay. She looks at it. The knights teach you well. All right. Well, I look forward to having this job done as quickly as possible.
We plan to leave in the morning.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we will report back to you as soon as we know anything of what's going on.
Certainly.
All right.
All right.
And I'll take my leave.
Okay, you take your leave. And you're heading to Dahlia. Is anyone else going to join her for this session, or?
I might stop by later, but as per the hidden message we're all having, talking about all the blankets and cloaks that we want to buy, I think we're going to go stock up for cold weather.
Okay. Yeah, and Barthens would be the one to go check that out.
Darjan, you should do the talking.
No problem. All right.
Yeah, Winley will probably join Isolde for the training.
For the training. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you two are heading to Barthens Inqua. What are you up to?
I actually do want to have a moment with, like, he'll catch up with, he'll head to Dahlia afterwards, but he wants to go talk to Bessie.
Okay. Let's do that one.
I'm sure you love that DM. We're all going to go 5 different ways for a moment, but
don't worry, I've got Fandolin all up in my head. It's all good. So you see Bessie there, and she's looking a little, I don't know. I wouldn't say bored, but she had company before, and she no longer has it now. But then she sees you, and she perks up a bit.
Okay, as I'm patting her, I'll cast Beast Bond to kind of just figure out, because it's something that will just be, hey Bessie, how are you, girl?
And they're allowed to talk to you telepathically in ideas, or?
Yeah, so Beast Bond is establishing a telepathic link that is to a beast that's friendly or charmed by me. Spell fails if the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher. I don't know how high her intelligence is, but I don't think it's that high.
Yeah.
Link is active while we're within line of sight of each other. The beast can understand my messages, telepathic messages to it, and can telepathically communicate simple emotions and concepts back to me.
Okay.
And then also gains advantage on attack rolls. So we're going to go on a bender through Fandolin right now.
All right. Just
a murder spree with Bessie.
Blowing things up. I got you.
That's and I just be like, hey girl, how have you been?
Yeah. And you get back the sense of, it was nice to have some conversation. But it's good to see you now as well.
Conversation with who?
Oh, there was some other horses here. And they were nice to talk to.
The mercenaries horses. Not very nice people.
Yeah. Very very stern lot, but the one with the underbite. It's a good guy.
Interesting. We're planning a journey. I know I promised we were heading back home, but I think Isolde and everyone need our help. Would you be okay and up for a journey to there? And can we see Icespire Peak from here? We probably can't.
You would have to pull her a little bit out of the stable.
I'll do it and just say pulling. Just kind of point and get her emotion and see where she's at right now.
Yeah, and especially because the rain has ended and the clouds are quite high up. The peak of it is basically framed by just like gray skies with little specks of blue peeking through. And Bessie looks up, looks at you, and you get the sense of like, I'm kind of getting old here.
But could you, for me? Pull out some sugar cubes.
And she nudges the sugar cubes, not out of your hand, but like a little bit out. And then she like kind of like looks around in your pockets for something more substantial.
All right. Pull out some. What kind of veggies have I had recently? I don't think I've had anything. What do I have in here? I'm gonna say carrots. I have carrots now. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just pull out.
I mean, from
carrots.
Adabra, they did give you. She did.
Sure.
Give
Oh yeah, you said there was a vegetable at lunch. I love taking some of that for her because I knew she'd want some later. You just pull them out.
She's able to find it as you're pulling it out, and she's just like. And then, like, you get the sense of like, as long as you give me some good stuff through there.
There's my girl.
I guess.
There's my girl.
I guess.
Give her a pat.
She gives you a nuzzle.
All right.
Let's go to, since training's at the end of the day, let's go to Barthen's.
All right, before we go in, Tim, do we have a list of what we want? We want to get blankets. We want to get cloaks. Tent.
Tents could be nice. I'm going to look for some socks. I don't know if they'll have them, but...
Okay. All right. Well, let's do what we do best.
Oh, they already... Their prices are pretty good, so it should be easy. I just kind of don't want to deal with them. One's a bit high energy.
Oh, no problem. You know how I like to pull down the energy.
I'll leave you to it.
All right.
So you enter, and pretty similar setup to last time. You see the two clerks, Thistle and Anders, sitting on stools with Barthen further in the back. And Anders peeks up. It's like, oh, hey, it's you. Well, welcome back to Barthen's.
Slide behind.
Hello, welcome.
Yes.
Welcome.
Hi. Oh, love the energy. Love the energy.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, we're thinking about traveling some more.
Traveling. Do you need pots, pans?
Yes. No, we're looking for more like blankets. We're talking about maybe going into the hills. We need some blankets. Some. Do you have anything that would work on a horse blanket or blankets for us or a tent? Anything like that in your
blankets,
stock?
tent. Mr. Barthen, and then the older man in the back,
yes,
holding tiny glasses over a very large nose, kind of hunched over, very lithe man, walks over. He's got an apron, simple dress.
Yes.
What do you need all this stuff for?
We are going to travel toward the mountains, and I hear they're cold. So we were going to need some things to keep us warm, like blankets and a tent, and maybe some cloaks if you have anything like that in stock.
Anders, we're supposed to have all that stuff, right? Oh, yes. It's
Well, I'm glad he asked because you, of course, the proprietor, would know the best for us, right?
Oh, yeah. Thistle Anders, why don't you help them out? This Sounds more like standard stuff. All right, I'm going to the back.
Thank you, sir.
And then Thistle kind of walks over, arms crossed. So, how many do you need?
Well, if I can get, let's see, should I get 6 blankets, Tim? Does that sound good? One for each of us? Yeah.
Do you happen to? Oh,
go ahead.
Socks or stockings?
Yeah, we got some in the back.
Awesome. All right. So 6 blankets, a tent large enough for 6, and the socks and stockings that my compatriot has asked for.
Do you happen to have fur-lined gloves?
Fur-lined gloves. None on the gloves. Tents definitely not large enough for 6. We could get you
Couple
3
threes?
for 2 people each.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That would work.
Yeah, I can get you the blankets, tents. Anything else? What's there?
Socks, cloaks,
We got
and
socks.
some gloves.
Socks.
It doesn't have to be fur lined, but if you had fur lined, that would be excellent.
They'd be warm gloves.
Yes.
We've got some work gloves, but we don't really have any.
The work gloves, are they leather? Yeah.
Yeah, that should. Okay, fine. Yeah. All that. When are you leaving, by the way?
We're talking about leaving within the day. If we had pick it up stuff right now, it'd be awesome.
It'll take us a little time to make sure it's all situated, but
Oh well, then by tomorrow.
tomorrow morning. Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow
Yeah, we'll
morning.
package that up. It should be
And how much are we talking about that, sir?
5 gold and 2 silver.
I can
Market
do
price.
that.
Hmm.
The question, Inqua's hands, talons. If we're getting gloves, what do those look like?
They would not fit him.
Yeah, I'm not sure we could. We might be able to take a glove and poke to cut the tops of the fingers off for him, maybe.
There's a large pair, yeah.
Yeah. So yes, we're going to need both small and large. Then large for the gentlemen and 3 smalls for the ladies, please.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get
So
that
you're
all
saying
situated and
5 gold and 5 gold,
5 gold,
right?
2 silver.
5 gold, right?
Silver.
5 gold, 2 silver.
And 2 silver. There you go.
Okay, Tim. All right. Tim's already got it out then. I can't do my thing.
Yeah. And then Thistle takes it. It's like it should be it'll be outfitted for you by the morning. Just come by, pick it up, and then you'll be able to continue traveling. It'll be in a nice traveling package.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks. And he hops back on his stool, takes out a small little book, and continues to read. Anders is like, "All right, thank you, thank you so much for coming to Barthen's. And if you ever need any of your fitting needs, it is Barthen's Provisions."
Barthen's Provisions. Thank you. And you guys need to get busy.
So just for we got 3 tents, was it?
3 tents that can hold 2 people each.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or 1 Inqua.
Yeah. but yeah, as we step out, that was a steal. That's amazing.
You didn't let me. Oh, God, they expect you to buy.
No, we're already robbing them blind. 3 tents. 3 tents are worth 6 gold. We got everything at massive discounts. No, the
James,
deals
those are no D&D prices.
Yeah.
What? You don't?
Oh, I know. It's like it's
already. No, we've already got a fantastic deal.
And that's why I keep you around, Tim. You keep me in check sometimes.
Okay, they're 2 gold per person. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well,
but it's a total of 6 gold.
yeah.
And we paid 5 gold for the tents plus the blankets, the bedrolls, the cloaks. Like,
Wow. I should really learn to read all my documentation.
They were last season's tents.
There you go. There you go.
The
There
color,
you go.
The color scheme just does not work with this year's colors. I mean,
These
Gotta
colors
take
are
them back.
so
We gotta get the new
drab.
ones.
Yeah, where's the bling? Yeah.
Whatever
okay.
you played for these drab cloaks was too much.
This place has everything. All right. So that is done. Anything else before we get to the Dahlia training sesh? So Isolt, Winley, and then later joined in by Inqua. You see Dahlia, and
me.
Lenen gave her the practice dagger and buckler, and she's already just kind of swinging it around at the front of the front porch, and Celia's just like looking on. It's like, oh yeah, you could really get them with that one. Oh, make sure you bend your knees a bit more.
I was just going to stand back and watch for a moment and just get a sense for what I'm working with here. Just like watching the kid.
As you watch the kid, she's a kid swinging around a sword, kind of just having fun. Almost as if, if she were fighting an imaginary dragon. It's very wild and thrown about. When you listen to some of Celia's instructions, they have quite a bit of merit.
Yeah, I was noticing that just in the things that you were saying. I'll look over at Celia and raise an eyebrow like, okay.
And like, she's not even looking at you, but she's just focusing on Dahlia. It's like, no. You just got to make sure you keep yourself centered. Okay, yeah, you're doing great. Oh, hello there.
Hello, ma'am. You're quite the trainer yourself, I see.
Oh, Celia Graywin, we did a lot of things way back in the day.
Were you a fighter yourself?
Oh, I wouldn't say a fighter. No. More, a hobbyist.
Fair enough. Well then, I know that Dahlia will be in excellent hands even when I have to leave for a while. But we can get her started with some of the basics with your help, ma'am.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can. Wait a second. How do I know you're better than me?
Well, I can show her the forms a little bit more easily, but you are better, I think, with the verbal teaching.
Oh, okay, I see how it is. And she walks over to you with her cane, and she stands up like next to you, and just make me a strength saving throw.
Oh boy. All right. Not expecting that one. Strength saving throw. Okay. 19.
19. Even though you're weighted quite a bit, you do feel her cane latch onto your ankle as she gently pushes right around the midsection area, and at both times it's just like the unexpectedness of it, and just like the sheer bravado of this old lady just like boom, knocks you on your ass.
All right. Yeah. I my shield is on my back, so I land on my shield and just like look up at this guy for a second, like, all right.
Yeah,
I earned that.
That's enough for me today. Yeah, I think you can handle the physical stuff. And then she takes a seat back on the.
And I'll roll over onto my side and come up onto a knee next to Dahlia and say, right, first lesson, the old ones, they're the ones to watch out for.
And then Dahlia's just like,
they're tricky, the old ones.
Tricky's good. Okay.
Tricky can be very good, but first you need to know the basics so you know what you're working with. So I'll stand up and square my shoulders up and be like, all right, first off, let me show you how to hold that buckler, and start guiding her through a basic stance, and then a couple of just like drills, and I'll hold up my shield for her to hit with her blunted knife as I show her a couple of the basic strikes.
Okay. Make a persuasion check for me.
Okay.
Again, just to see how well you can maintain her attention.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Excellent. Again, seems when it comes to the martial arts, she's very in tune. You're a good teacher. And you occasionally look over to your side and you see Celia just like over her cane and she's just like,
And yeah, just like I'm not harsh or anything like that. I've trained young ones before, but definitely like working her through the steps and the forms over and over again until she can move through them fairly naturally.
And as you work with her, and at that time, Inkwa is kind of saddles up next to Winley. Inkwa, as you see her working with it, there's a bit more complexity to like the physical movement of it compared to the crossbow. She's doing well, but not as instant pickup as the crossbow as you saw. But yeah, you're saddled up there with Winley as Isolt is training Dahlia on the side.
What's she doing, Winley?
Oh, I mean, she's pretty good for a little girl.
I found out she was 6 years old earlier today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I get to have some practice in.
No, I mean, well, it might be nice to, if they have hand axes around here, to see if we could get some target practice in, maybe.
Oh, that would be great. I mean, I am outfitted for it. And
Yeah.
Winley has, because she changed her outfit, she's kind of in more a stretch pant with some leg warmers and an oversized sweater that kind of goes over her shoulder.
Amazing. Well, I mean, it seems like she's picking it up. I was actually, between you and me, I was nervous that this is something she didn't want, but I mean, she's obviously naturally skilled. She's obviously a natural warrior, so.
Whoa, maybe she'll be just like Izzy one day.
One can only hope so. Go back to watching her.
And when I finish running her through a couple of the forms, I'll kneel next to her and be like, all right, so this is the sort of training that will require a lot of practice. So I would like you to practice 15 minutes to a half hour every day. These forms that I've showed you.
Every day?
Every day.
Oh, that's gonna be hard with the crossbow and the whistle, and that's a lot.
15 minutes to a half hour. It won't take you all that long, I promise.
Okay. Celia, will you listen to my whistling and watch me crossbow and watch me slice things with the dull knife?
Yeah. I mean, I ain't got much else to do in this town. Why not?
Oh, okay. I guess. Sure.
All right. You're about the age that I was when I started training.
And you're old.
Not as old as Celia and not nearly as experienced.
She touches like right around like the cheek area where some of the like frown smile lines are starting to have a heavier effect. And she's like, you're kind of old.
Kind of old, sure, especially for a human. I'm sure my friend Argent would disagree, would laugh at the idea of me being old, but, well, elves.
Sister Garel's an elf. I don't know how old she is. I should ask her. Should I ask her?
It's generally impolite to ask people their age.
How old are you?
Cute.
I'm 40.
40, wow, that's like... And you see her counting on her fingers. It's like trying to do the math. It's like, you're like 100 times older than me.
Not quite 100 times. Try maybe five or 6 times.
5 or 6, wow, that's still pretty old.
It is. And I have gotten this old by being smart with the blade and the shield. So I'm going to say to you, wisdom is the greater part of fighting. Running directly into danger is a quick way to, well, no longer be on Terrell. So
Okay.
choose your fights. Think about what you're doing.
Thinking. Okay. I can do that. And around this time is when Tim and Darjan, after placing the order, end up getting there as well.
All right.
Tim,
So,
she's a natural. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, hey, Celia, Tim is back.
Oh, hey, are you still single?
Jeez, deer in headlights.
Yes, he is.
Okay, let's
He is.
Winley's
I
just
mean,
giggling.
if Lenan is too old for you, there's old Celia here too.
I'm not ready to give him up.
Oh, how old are you?
and we all just turn and look.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tim doesn't.
And I imagine Dahlia's looking too, just like
And,
Yep.
and I just smile.
Ah, and I knew it.
And she looks over at Tim. It's like,
You're into the older ones.
I could just feel Inqua's eyes going, what? I knew it.
That's exactly what I was saying in my mind. I was just like, they are a couple.
And I'm thinking to myself, And I look at Inqua and I wink.
Oh, so the noises I heard last night were. I'm not going to make. Get assault. Okay, well, I knew it.
so you guys are there, and the training continues.
yes.
Okay. Well, this goes into the evening time. Anything else anybody would like to do before the day ends?
No, I mean, I figured that, if there was a break of doing one kind of thing, she would do another. We'd do a little bit more whistling so she could get that better and things like that. So,
And Winley needs some practice on the crossbow too. So.
Okay.
do you have your own crossbow, Winley?
The hand one.
Gotcha.
Matching crossbow. Yeah.
Yes.
Is it bedazzled yet?
Shield up.
I haven't found someone to be able to do that for me.
Oh, you might be in the right place.
Wait, Celia. I have this hand axe and this hand crossbow, and I do have some gems. Would you be able to, spruce up my weapons, maybe bedazzle them a little bit?
Do you see these hands?
And like they're gnarled.
And no, I can't.
Okay.
And that's all I can do is clutch onto this stick and push your older friend over there.
Oh.
You pushed over his.
Yes, it's
I saw
quite
it.
easy.
Oh, wow.
I guess I should be a knight of the unicorn too.
The old ones are sneaky, and she caught me by surprise.
What I say, never face an opponent on their terms.
Yes, you and I should have a conversation about that at some point.
Can we also, I know that we're doing stuff by the end of the day, but just to take stock of like what we actually all have together.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Like just to be like, okay, we're going to somewhere cold, so what do we all each now have, kind of thing.
We tried to get you gloves.
Oh, me?
Hmm.
Oh, I'm fine in cold. I'm in the cold all the time. It's totally fine. Snow really doesn't bother a dragonborn. It's fine.
Oh,
Well,
that's good to know. But
Still getting gloves, but they'll have the fingers cut off.
Oh, how thievy. That's cool. Okay, I like it.
Stevie, I like that.
Thievy.
If we're taking stock of what all we have, Isolde was planning to be in like the low hills or the higher hills, low mountains, so she would have appropriate cold weather. Maybe not as necessary, maybe not as good as would be necessary for Icespire because that gets really cold really fast. But definitely, she was planning for cold weather. Winley might have some problems.
Yeah,
we
Winley
got
kind of-
cloaks. We got cloaks. We got socks. We got tents.
We did
what
not get
else?
firewood.
That seems like it should be relatively easy to obtain, though.
Agreed. We can cut some on the way out. Bessie can carry it over.
Well, no,
I mean-
the wood actually would need to dry.
Good
If we-
firewood
If we
needs
were to
needs
chop
be
down a
treated.
tree, it would be, it wouldn't burn well.
Oh. Well, I do have some leftover wheat that's been dried, and I mean, for fire starting, no.
That's
I
for
don't-
starting.
Oh,
for
for
starting, that would
starting.
be good. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But we need some
I've
logs.
got a tinder
Um,
box, so
need some
we should be
logs.
able to.
I
Well-
didn't see any logs at that place that we were going. I mean, I don't know where they get theirs, but
I mean, there's got to
Find
be a
something.
place we can ask at the tavern, maybe even buy some off of them.
Yeah, realistically, we shouldn't need a great deal if we're really pushing. And tell me if I'm wrong, DM, because I might be wrong. It should take us like 2 days to get there, 2 days to get back.
Basically, and you will say that Holly also told you some of like the elevation stuff. There is no straight roads there. There is a path that has been worn away with time. But much like when you went to the Dwarven excavation site and Nomengard, there is no clear roads.
Oh,
because I was under the impression that there was a road to the mine.
There's
because of
really
mine,
nothing
yeah.
that even
see.
like the carts to carry the
I mean, from general usage, but no like clearly marketed roads like the Tribor Trail or even the trail that leads into Fandolin. It is
But-
still very much
But
like
they
the
ha-
way you traveled.
but it
but
should be
the-
relatively easy to get Bessie in a cart up there.
Yes, just due to the fact that some stuff has to come down. Is it going to be for a older horse? Unsure.
Well, if it is difficult mountain terrain, I do have that as a natural explorer trait, so it wouldn't slow us down. It wouldn't,
Yeah, and with because of your ability of working in that kind of environment, you feel confident enough.
Okay.
If it were, depending if it is just like a normal straight mountain, you could easily you could guide not only your friends but Bessie in an appropriate manner.
Okay.
There
Okay.
might be some ragging trails and things. Yeah,
She's
cool.
still coming then in my mind.
And there are some places to stop, some built up places to stop on the way, correct?
The only places you would know of is one, Nomengard, and two, Halia did mention that there is the mining camp.
Right.
But in between there hasn't really been any major settlements that
Small,
would require
okay.
a name.
Gotcha.
But would there be anywhere that travelers would routinely camp that might have like built up shelters because after years and years of use?
Maybe we'll have to find out. Huh?
I mean, people are back and forth on that all the time, and you wouldn't be able to get there in a single day anyway.
Yeah.
That
Head
cat-
attack.
I love that cat.
it might just be clearings along the way to make camp.
Yeah, it's more of that where it's like people find their way over, and because it is a 2-day journey, there isn't like a designated spot. Because sometimes if it's like really snowy, some of them will be a little bit shorter on the way. If it's like a good clear day, they'll make it a little bit farther.
And that's a good question. What time of year is it?
For our American sense, it's October-ish, October 5th, technically.
All right.
Like a SoCal October 5th, or like
Or
Closer to Pacific
like-
Northwest, maybe like Portland.
so
Portland.
it's damp. Got it.
Yeah.
well, and I
Dry
imagine,
and damp. Yeah.
and I imagine going over the pass will be like going over the Donner Pass at about that time of year.
Mhm, mhm.
That's
Don't say that. Don't say that, Donner.
I came back from that around Thanksgiving,
That's
and oh
so
man, that's the only time in my life I've ever used chains.
Oof.
So pick up some salted pork is what I'm hearing.
Or you can go for long pork, whatever.
Let's skip that.
Oh no. Mm.
place.
You're a bad person and you're going to a bad place.
I am very well aware of this fact.
I mean, we all play Dungeons and Dragons. It's satanic anyway. We're all going to hell.
I mean, according to
Is
my
it?
parents, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Satanic
gotta
Panic,
go.
1980s.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Good times. I wasn't part of that. You don't know. I'm Asian. I could be fucking 50 years old and you all don't know.
It's true.
Don't raisin.
Asian don't raisin.
Till we hit 60 and then it's just like...
Then you turn into what's her name?
Celia.
Celia.
Just like,
She's actually Asian. You didn't get that in the first pass, but she is.
Mm-hmm. And just the
She's
ones that just like
108.
walk with their
Yeah.
arms behind their back and just like
The big
the-
glasses. So cute. Oh, they're so cute.
My grandma.
I know.
Just wears athletic pants because they don't give no fucks anymore.
Oh,
All
Anyway.
parts of it just disappeared.
tangent.
We're swerving it back.
I like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything else before we call it the night?
I think Winley definitely went through her wardrobe and showing Izzy like, oh, surely this is warm enough. And she just kept like, vetoing everything. And then finally she sighed. She's like, oh, well, Solvi, the one who wrote to you so that we could get connected. She did make me pack this. And she comes out in quite a warm outfit, like leather pants, proper boots, a large fur coat, but it's just all very baggy and drab. And she's really embarrassed to wear it, but it is quite warm.
And his soul just like sags in relief. Just, thank LaRue.
Okay, but I'm not wearing this until we're not around people.
That's
And she quickly
perfect.
goes and changes.
That's
back.
perfectly fine. But I'm so glad that you have that.
Mm.
Yeah. For
I
the
do, Jen, get
fashionista
some-
Winley, it is depressing.
It is.
It's brown,
Just
it's
a
drab,
drab
it's baggy.
brown, it's baggy. Yeah.
Oh, it looks
But
nice.
it's warm.
It does nothing for her figure.
Unflattering in the extreme. All right, so I'm gonna say the evening comes.
Yep.
All right. Oh, I'm glad y'all don't see the chat that's happening.
Right.
Well, they need to. This is what Patreon needs to be. Is them seeing.
It's
Transcripts
all
of us
about
eating awful.
beefcakes and who is the beefcake? I don't know.
Who's the
Salted
salty?
beef for the salted beefcake was the comment that was made.
Here, wait, starting at 9:45, everyone in character, read what
Oh,
you
No, no.
Do it.
Winley was not part of this chat.
No, but she should have the final say at the end. She should come into the end of the conversation.
Oh, they don't need to. This is for patrons only, right? Is that what we're going to
Okay, all right.
It's talk about a butcher shop, beefcakes, and who is the beefcake?
Lots and lots of salt.
Go
going
in the
on.
chat right now. Who's the beefcake of the party?
Let's be
Oh yeah,
honest.
let's tell everyone who the beef
Who's
It's
the saltiest?
Betsy.
We need to have that. The saltiest.
Who's the
one, too.
saltiest and
Oh,
who's the beefiest?
The
Yeah.
saltiest is DJ, and the beefcake is clearly Inqua.
Whoa,
So
boy.
tough spoken.
Ooh,
Oh,
gotta get that not safe for work art going, folks. Get that calendar going.
Get
you
that
know.
done.
oh no.
Get that done.
Haven't we done enough to our audience?
No, never enough.
Never
Oh
enough.
man.
It's never
Oh,
enough.
that's
It's
great.
never enough. Is enough. Is enough. I can't go on. I can't. Come on, no.
All right. Sleep comes to you. You all have a dream where you're crushed by rocks, but then you wake up and it's like, oh, it's not a dream. Okay, we're good.
Oh,
Oh, it's not a dream?
it's not a dream. What happened overnight?
Just sleep. Just sleep.
Yeah, sleeping.
Just
sleep.
sleep.
And then realizing that Tim and Darjan are something special, be kind of sleeping with his blanket a little more like.
He's
just like listening and. Okay.
He's trying to be.
What is happening?
You're asking that now?
I know. It was also suburban for so long, and now it's just going all off. Okay, sorry.
Equal wants that dirt. Anyway.
I and legit had no idea. I really didn't think you. I was like, are they not? And then in that moment, it was a very good moment. I'm like, whoa.
I'm not actually saying.
Oh, we don't
confirm nor deny.
Okay.
Now Matt / Inqua is both confused.
So confused, but let's continue. I'm sorry.
So the morning comes after your horrible nightmares of being crushed by rocks. And then
I don't even know anymore.
I would say you guys went to bed pretty early, unless somebody said otherwise. You wake up, the morning has come, and similar to our time now, it's just on the cusp of light coming through the sky. Still those purples and blues, but with just a touch of yellow peeking on the eastern side. And as per the chat, you guys are headed to a butcher as well as finding firewood, yes?
Yes.
All right. Easy enough. How much meat are you getting?
This is you, Tim.
I mean, if it's gonna be, geez, 4 days total. How much do we want? Like a
I
pounds of meat per person per day are we aiming for?
I'd say 2 pounds per person per day.
And we're looking at, let's aim for 5 days.
Let's go for 7 just to be safe, just in case something goes wrong.
Well, no, we'll sorry, Inqua, but we'll rely on you if something goes wrong.
Oh, for food, you'll be fine. You'll be good.
I have never eaten so well on a trail before in my life.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we're not saying this I'm not saying this in the tavern, but like, yeah, you're better than any inn or tavern I've ever stayed at.
You guys are so kind. It's just frittatas and fun,
Yeah, that's gonna be
frittatas and fun. That's the name of our next one, right? But do we need 2 pounds a piece for each day? That seems
yeah, we do. So I mean, the bulk of it is probably going to be like just cheap salted pork, like probably like 40 pounds, and then we'll get about like 10 pounds of some nice cuts of fresh beef.
Okay, 40 pounds. Okay. This is going to sound dumb because of the price I gave you for the tents, but that was also dumb for that. So I will say for all the meat that you are getting.
Oh, do I actually have this somewhere? Okay.
I would say 5-ish. 5. They offer you for 7 gold.
Guys, I can cover this. I'll come up with something really fun for us to eat. That's totally fine.
I mean, I can help out with buying it too.
Oh, thanks, Winley. Okay.
Wonderful.
Do you want to go halfsies?
Is that a fair price though? I don't usually do cooking.
Oh, it's fine. I think it's right. Is it?
No, wait. So is that how much gold for the
7, I think.
7 gold for the pork?
For all of it.
For all of it? I mean, yeah, the beef would be more expensive. The pork is actually pretty cheap. Sorry, I did research on this.
Are you negotiating, Tim?
Do you need some persuasion, Tim? Do we need?
I mean, it depends on how good the cuts of beef are.
So the cuts of beef, they're surprisingly for Fandolin, what you would expect from a town like this, it's not bad. It's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, look at that marbling.
Winley, you say you never cook.
Well, I've been to a restaurant or two.
Wow. You're making us the meal for the first night.
100 copper. Yeah, but the pork would actually be really cheap.
Oh.
Yeah, we should negotiate for that. Definitely. Darjan, you need to jump in there. That's actually way too much.
Okay. All right.
And you're staring down a pretty squat looking dwarf, bald on top, brown hair, bearded with very full, but he keeps it kempt, mainly because he's working with meat.
Yes, well.
But he's got like a green rolled up sleeves with a apron around that is quite bloodied on the front.
Yes,
And he's like, "Oh, my mate's too expensive for you."
Well, obviously you are a connoisseur, but we are the adventurous type, and we won't be able to have a lot of good things, and we're just hoping that maybe you'd take some liberties with us and give us something else. And I'm going to do a persuasion check. Give us a little bit less of that, so we can be on our way and do the things we need to do to help Fandolin be the way it is.
Okay, roll a perception.
Nice.
Or persuasion, excuse me.
Persuasion.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. He looks at you, he's like, "Fine. $5 for the lot of it."
That would be awesome, sir. Thank you so much. We will remember you.
I'll pull out 3 gold.
Winley, you want to do it,
Yeah.
if that's okay?
I will.
Okay.
Well, chuck it at him. Well, maybe not chuck it at him.
No.
Hand it off.
Guys, give it to me so I can give it to him.
All right.
Okay.
Then kind of look at Tim when she says that.
Yeah. Tim's all like, she does this all the time. No, and so I will give it to him.
And he takes this like, "I have a wife." goes back, brings the meat, slaps it on the counter. Yeah, it's paper wrapped.
Still thanking him intensely.
Hey, I was from Neverwinter. I know your sort. Don't fuck with me. All right, come on, get going.
All right. Let's gather up stuff, guys. Come on.
All right, and we need to. We want to talk to them at the tavern about where they get firewood and whether or not we can get any.
Yeah, and you ask Toblin, he's like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty easy on its own. Let's see here. I can give you how long are you away for?"
Well, we're going up to the mining camp in Icespire Peak, so approximately 4 days round trip. Hopefully.
4 days. Okay, yeah. How about I give you 5 bundles for a silver?
Consider it done.
How much
Takes
does
out.
that weigh?
For the bundles, they're about, God, that shit is heavy. About 15 pounds. It's a little bit too heavy. 10, 12 pounds each.
Okay.
So
12 pounds each.
of each bundle. So you have 5. So let's say for the total of 5, they're about 55 pounds.
Okay. And how much was it total?
1 silver.
1 silver? Cool. Neat
Indeed.
Start
And-
pulling that out to the cart.
Yep. And as you guys are all packing away your stuff, Nyx comes down. It's like, hi everybody. Yeah, wow. You all are up early.
Morning.
Morning. Oh God. And you guys look up at the sky, and there's still a bit of gray in there, but it's getting more blue. Just some clouds up in the sky. She's like, "All right, yeah, oh yeah. Why? When is the last time I watched this show? Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, I got your fire here."
Oh my goodness, let's see.
Oh.
And she passes it over, and you guys look it over, and you are all standing there. Bessie is kind of like in the back, kind of flanking everybody, like kind of wrapping you. And it's in that like 3 in the back with Inqua, Tim, and Isolt, and then Winley and Darjan up front. Everybody make me a perception check real quick.
Perception, you said, right?
Yeah.
Because now's the time that I want that nat 20.
I
got
got
you
that already.
Yes, of course she did.
20
Of
on
course
the
she did.
stupid perception check. Love it.
Dirty 20.
Oh, my
wow. Nat
goodness.
20.
Wow.
Nice, nice.
I'm not paying attention.
So you guys are looking over the photo, and some of you, while you're looking, you notice on Isolde's side, you look down by her hip, and you see on her bag just one little eye bloop, sticking out.
Well, thanks, Nix.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, it was you guys really have a good pose, and you guys should yeah, I won't say become like a portrait person because that one takes forever, but maybe when my camera thingies come out eventually, people won't have to stand around for 8 hours, and the machine will do the standing for you.
Oh.
Nice.
Pretty ingenious.
Right.
That would be beautiful for our posters, Tim.
Well,
Well, it looks like you're all heading out.
yeah, getting ready to go and check on a mining encampment and see why exactly they've gone out of contact for 3 weeks. Should be fun.
Should be fun. Should be fun. Well, I'm gonna help around here for a bit, but
We'll
if
see you when we get back.
I don't know. Probably. I mean, definitely Fandolin isn't the place I want to stop at. Maybe head up to Neverwinter or Yada. Have a bit more context and resources for making things, you know?
Well, eventually we were planning on making our way up there.
Yes.
Waterdeep might also be a viable option. There's an entire temple to making things there.
Waterdeep's a bit big city for me. At least what I can hear. I've never been, but
I mean, Neverwinter's pretty good size these days.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but it's also on the developing side, and they're on the ups, and maybe I can carve out a place for myself, and maybe Nyx will be a name that people will recognize in the coming years.
If we make it up there, we'll definitely come visit.
Oh, please do. I don't know how you'll be able to find me. It's a pretty big city, and it's yeah.
But Nix will be a name that.
Or if after we get back and we get everyone situated, you could always come with us as we head up.
We'll see. We'll see. This is a good place for me right now, but it's good to know some of the people here, but I want to try something new.
I
Well,
understand
Nix,
that.
if this is goodbye, I just want to, and then Inkle will kind of go and give a heavy pat on Nix's shoulder, and I just really want to say thank you for always treating my my cow with respect. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah. And then she'll like go in for a hug and basically like wraps around your leg.
Oh, I get a lot of hugs in this city, don't I? Oh, well, thank you. Seriously, Nix, thank you.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you all, and if I don't see you for a bit, I'll just look at that photo and remember who took it.
I look forward to seeing the inventions that come out of you. You have an incredible mind.
Thank you.
Well, Nix, hasn't your device, is it reloaded? Because we can all take a picture with you to get a portrait with you, so you can remember us if you want.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
If it's already set up, it has been overnight.
Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
And then she like tears were kind of like building up on the sides, and she wipes them away and then rushes upstairs, comes back down. It's like, Will you get Bessie in here?
Oh yeah. And then we'll bring her
Fond
out
of
with
her
the
by
cart.
now.
all written. Mhm.
All right. Let's see. How am I gonna do this? 1 second, and then she pulls out like a couple things, pulls down her goggles, and she just like tinkers with it a bit. All right. I think this should give me enough time to press it and run over, and we can all take a picture.
Great.
All right.
All right.
And as Nyx was tinkering, Windley whispered, Mimi, you gotta stay hidden this time.
What? Okay. You know, Mimi hasn't had food in a day. Mimi's tired.
Oh, no.
We'll get you food.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
As Mimi shuts down, Nyx is like, all right, everybody, get in your get in a pose, and this, I don't know you people like that. Do whatever you do. Be silly or whatever you do.
Oh, silly.
All right, I'm gonna press the button, and then it'll be 3 seconds. So make your thing. And she clicks it down, and she runs over, and she like jumps in frame, and it's, and that's where we're gonna end tonight.
That's so cute. I love that.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank
we
you.
ended on a freeze frame.
Yep. Yes, we did. Thank
Like
you all
on
for
that, Ezra.
joining us for a nice chill episode. I know the last 2 episodes were on the heavier and more mystical side of D&D, so wrapping things up here in Fandolin before they head off to their next quest. And anyway,
Should go totally smoothly without any hiccups at all.
without any hiccup
You bite your tongue, woman.
whatsoever.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
So
The
would it
important thing is that if a dragon attacks while we're gone, Dahlia's ready to take it out.
Yo, Dahlia was
Yeah.
rolling like
Amazing.
17s and 18s and
Wow.
1 5.
There'll be a
Wow.
smoldering carcass.
Like-
The smoldering carcass in the middle of town, and she'll
Yeah.
just be back there with her whistle and her crossbow and be like,
The next John Wick movie is gonna feature
Ex-
Dahlia.
But
be
like with her
fine.
whistling, it was like 5s, except for 112.
Well, apparently she is destined to be a fighter class. of
yeah,
some
it sounds
kind,
like it.
not a bard. Sorry,
Yeah.
Darzon.
I tried.
Yeah, you did. Very, very
Yeah.
sweet.
And as our party continues their adventures and possibly creating more killers of 6-year-old ages, that's where we're gonna end tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you all next week. Don't forget, Birds of Paradise got their Kickstarter. They're at 47% when we were at the top of the episode. Let's get them up to 50%.
Ooh,
49%.
49%.
49.
Close your soul.
We can do it. We can do it.
You can be
Yeah,
the
we
one
can
to
do
get
it.
them to 50%.
That would be so cool, though.
Yeah. I know our
It's
community
tote bag.
loves. Our community loves each other. It's great.
Save it
shit.
down.
Great shit. Man, I swore a lot this episode. Anyway.
I liked it.
Anyway, folks, stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you all next Monday. Have a good night.